right, and I think we are live now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our stream. So today we've got episode 2 for our Descent into Avernus campaign. So once again, I am Nick from Inferior Roleplay. Can't say my channel name. And I will be the DM today. I'm not playing, so today I have all the secrets, and we are welcoming back our party. You wanna say hello, guys? All at once is fine.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, and I'm gonna just pop up the screen, and then we'll just get right back into it. I think I am. Oh, I might have to one second. I forgot when I hide the table plop window, it actually resets everything. Cool. All right. So you can see, so these are the prisoners that are leaving the dungeon with an escort from Zara. And when we last left our adventurers, they are right here. They just finished storming the Bastille and freeing the prisoners. So they broke into the prison, they killed the guard, which was a bearded devil. And then they proceeded to interrogate the prisoners, deciding which ones they wanted to free and which ones they wanted to leave. They ended up leaving 2 doppelgangers that were disguising themselves, as well as an elderly noble woman who identified herself as from the Hune family, which is a patriarch family of nobles. And they didn't like her story very much, so they decided to go ahead and leave her right there in her cell for safekeeping. And in the meanwhile, we've just got a cluster bunch. We've got our 4 party members: Scree the ranger, Raxlor the cleric, Zoe the warlock, and Damien the rogue. And along with them are 3 NPCs. Let's see, we've got Rhea. She's the Hell Rider, exiled from the city of Elturel, which has been pulled down into the pits of hell, and we have to figure out why. We've also got Lulu, their golden elephant companion, who has a good heart and a powerful trumpet. And who else? Oh, wait, we've got one more, a prisoner, Fallister Fisk, who they recently freed, and he is a close friend of a woman named Silvira, who is the expert that is helping our party get to the pits of hell, because who wouldn't want to go there? So, all right, with that little refresher, let me go ahead and hide the characters there. Okay, so you guys have just finished clearing everything out, and I think the next thing that you were going to do is take a short rest. And Fallister is going to tell you, so he's been in this prison for a little while, and he's willing to kind of give you some information. And he's going to agree with you guys' kind of idea that maybe the prison is a good place to rest. There's only one door in or out, as far as you can see. It's pretty fortified, so probably you guys think you could barricade yourself in there for the hour necessary to take a short rest and gain the benefits. And so if you guys want to proceed in that direction or whatever else, you can go ahead, and then once you're ready to move forward, then we can start talking. Or you can just go barrel down the hallways right now and see what happens. But do you guys maybe want to assess who needs to heal? Do you guys want to discuss anything as a party? So it's up to you now, however you want to proceed.
I'm doing good. I've got almost full health, so I would love to take a rest just because I love to rest.
I'm currently at half health right now. So yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a rest.
I vote we barricade ourselves in and take a rest.
Me too.
Go ahead and move your characters wherever you want to be. Rhea and Fallister think that's a great idea, and they're going to go ahead and clamber inside this room. So Damien, I need to let you know. So Damien is with us today, playing herself. Damien, currently Zoe has control of the Tressum, which is a winged cat. Her original name was Slobberchops. Zoe has renamed her as Happy. She is she's a magical flying cat who can see invisible creatures, which is really useful because you guys have already found some invisible creatures and you had no way to spot them. She used to be the pet cat of Thalamra, the Duke of the Sewers, but she decided she doesn't trust her cat anymore and locked her away in a prison cell. Because the Tressum was really close to Thalamra's son Mortlock, and Mortlock decided he doesn't want any more of helping his evil mom and evil brothers. They pick on him, they treat him badly, and he decided, you know what, he's just gonna, you guys met him earlier, and he decided he's just gonna take off. He wants to sneak out of the city and just go off somewhere into exile. He doesn't want any part of these evil schemes anymore. So he was the one kind of taking care of the cat, so the cat got locked away when he did. So, all right, if you guys want to, go ahead and update your character sheets and gain the benefits of a short rest. So just to remind you, if you have any abilities that refresh on a short rest, please refresh them. Warlocks refresh their spell slots on a short rest. And at this point, you can roll hit dice if you want to recover any HP. Damien, I believe you cannot because you've already used all your hit dice. So you're, I think you're pretty close to full though. But you do have a healing potion, but you probably want to save that. That's usually better used in battle or when you really, really need it. Scree and anyone else, if you want to roll hit dice and recover HP, you can do that now. Oh, I can't see Scree's name. You guys can hear me, right? You're there?
Yeah.
We're here.
All right.
I'm just trying to heal right now.
Cool. All right. Well, while I let you guys do that, I'll just fill a little bit of air with the NPCs for a second, and then when you guys are ready, then we can start moving on. So let's see. So Fallister and Rhea are going to talk a little bit. Fallister begins to question Rhea. He says, "So who are you again? Where did you come from? How did you get? You're a Hell Rider, you say?" And she says, "Oh yes, she's pretty young for a Hell Rider." She tells the story about how she was outside the city on an errand when she just suddenly, and this is just I think weeks ago, like not very long, the entire city just gets pulled down into the ground like a giant earthquake just sucks up the entire city and it's gone. There's just gaping blackness. She returned. She fled to the nearest city, Baldur's Gate. Now the thing about she's from the city of Elturel. That's the one that was sucked down into hell. The thing about Elturel and Baldur's Gate is not quite a lawless city, but it is run with a very heavy hand. A lot of actually evil alignment characters are kind of running it. Like it's not bad, but it's like full of criminals. It's, kind of broken down, a lot of poor sectors, lots of crime, lots of corruption, cults, things like that. Elturel, sometimes known as the Sister City, it's located just not too far down the road. Elturel is the exact opposite. It is like a paragon for goodness and morality and lawfulness and everything else, which makes sense that would be the city that gets sucked down into the first layer of hell. And of course they talk about the really interesting thing is the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate went on a diplomatic mission to Elturel, and when he arrived, or while he was there with his dispatch, that's when the city was pulled down. So Fallister tells Rhea that his boss Silvira believes that the priesthood of the city of Elturel itself was actually involved. He said that they believe that Thavius Krieg, the high priest of Elturel, who fled and mysteriously did not get sucked down into hell, that he had something to do with it. And Rhea doesn't believe that. She says, no, Thavius is a good man. He's been a priest for, as long as my parents have been alive. He could never do such a thing. And Fallister says, well, I'm not one to throw accusations around, but I believe that we'll find evidence here in this very dungeon that will prove otherwise. Also, I believe that somewhere is the fiendish contract that proves that Thavius is aligned with the devils. That contract is contained in a puzzle box, but I don't know where it is. I know that we're looking for it, but I don't know if anybody's found it.
What the hell was that?
That was me gasping. Who has that puzzle box?
I do.
Do you want to take it out?
I would love to. Just so you know, I keep carrying stuff, and we know what happens in campaigns when I have a hold of a lot of stuff.
Rexor
Okay, so
says, puzzle box. Wait, Stoey, didn't you have something that kind of looked like a puzzle box?
Yep, it's right here in my pocket. So I go ahead and I pull the puzzle box out, and I say, here you go, and I hand it to you.
I look at it and quizzically, and I hold it up, and I say, I don't know who was talking because you were just kind of expositioning all over us. I hold it up and ask the person who was talking, I say, puzzle box like this?
Yes, sorry, part of that was for the stream, and I was just kind of filling air. So just to be clear, so Lulu is not really talking, and in fact, she still looks kind of confused. She's lost a lot of her memories, and so she knows some things, but she doesn't know why. Fallister and Rhea, they're fine, and they've been catching up. Rhea was a soldier bound to protect Thavius Krieg. That's like her pope, okay? And she's like a crusader sort of thing. Fallister is a spy, and he's telling her, he's the one who got the city pulled down into hell, and Rhea is not wanting to believe it. And Fallister is the one who said that there is evidence that proves he made a deal with the devils.
So she follows the guy who is accused of bringing the city down into hell. We don't know for sure which is correct, but we're pretty sure that the spy dude is right.
Yeah, well, I mean, you did actually find an infernal contract which says, I, Thavius Krieg, pledge my eternal soul to Zariel, the Lord of Avernus. So,
when was that?
Second session. First session, maybe? Oh. No, second, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that had any meaning to us when we found it.
Yeah, like 8 or 9 months ago.
Okay, that would explain.
At least.
Does someone have it? We don't have any record of those things. Was that in the tavern?
So
did we open the puzzle box?
Yeah, sure. Here, let me recap that. So what happened was you guys were sent on a mission by Elminster, and he handed you guys a puzzle box and said, you're going to need this. And when you took it, you suddenly got transported to the Shadowfell and killed a bunch of bad guys. Then you took that puzzle box to Candlekeep, to Silvira, and she was like, oh gods, this is what I've been looking for. And she did some magical thing and opened the puzzle box. You guys tried to open it and took a bunch of psychic damage. Because it's like a Hellraiser puzzle box. So she opened
That sounds like us.
Yeah. So she opens the puzzle box, and inside are 9 iron plates chained together with links. And they have infernal runes that spell out a contract between Thavius Krieg, the High Priest of Elturel, and Zariel, the Archduke of Avernus, which is the first layer of hell. So he actually made a contract with Zariel to give up the city to hell in return, basically, for himself being saved. And there's actually like more backstory, but I'm not going to exposition dump that. But there's more going on. But that's the key thing for you to know is that, actually, let me tell you one more important thing about Elturel, and Rhea can tell you about this. So about 50 years ago, there is this horrible attack of like monsters and demons and gnolls, let's say. So the Thavius said, I'm going to pray for help, and he did. Oh, it was a vampire lord. Actually, it was a vampire lord. So Thavius prayed to the gods, and this magical sun, like a second sun, appeared in the sky over the city of Elturel. This golden shining sun. Huh?
Yeah, the Elturel sun. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So for the past 50 years, that sun has been there, and ever since the sun is there, it has kept away the vampires and all the evil guys. They're like, yay.
And all undead.
Yeah, and all undead. And Thavius is the one who said, okay, I prayed to the gods and they brought this here. Well, now it seems like Thavius actually, it wasn't the gods that brought the sun. It was Zariel, the Lord of the Abyss, the Lord of Hell. One of the Lords of Hell. Trying to be accurate here. And now she has collected by sucking the city down into hell. And
you're saying the son of Elturel, the giant artifact sun that protects the whole city and region of Elturel in Forgotten Realms lore, was allegedly created by one of the demon lords of hell in exchange for the city's soul.
Yes, but Zariel, okay, the devil, the archdevil, okay, was an angel. And this is lore, so Rhea can tell you this. Like, if you guys are talking, she's like, oh yeah, well, Zariel was a beautiful angel, okay? And the Lord of Avernus was a devil named Bel. This big, fiery, hulking devil who forges weapons with fire giants and things. He was the leader of Avernus. And Zariel was an angel, and her job was to fight devils and demons, but she thought it was stupid that the blood war is devils and demons, raging against each other. And she's like, this is stupid. Yeah. If all of the hosts of the heavens went down right now into hell, they could just wipe out all the devils and then evil would be gone. And the other gods said, no, you can't do that. And she's like, that's stupid. You guys are just playing games. Like, this is serious. This is good and evil. So none of the gods went with her. So Zariel herself, and this is 100 years ago, by the way. So 100 years ago, Zariel went down to Elturel, once again, and she said, I'm going to march into hell and kill all of the devils. Who wants to come with me? And a whole bunch of brave warriors went with her, and they opened a portal, and they marched into hell. Those warriors became known as the Hell Riders. Turns out Zariel could not defeat all of hell alone with an army of mortals, so she got her butt kicked. And was killed. And so a lot of the Hell Riders fled back through the portal back to the material plane. So many Hell Riders...
You say Rhea's a Hell Rider?
Yes, but the Hell Riders continued after that, right? So she's a young person who joined the Hell Riders knowing this legend. So all of the ones that fled are dead. And also they were kind of seen as like shameful and everything. So someone like Rhea would she's wanting to redeem the Hell Riders and show that they can be brave. She wants to be like the ones that went into Avernus as opposed to the ones that ran away. So there's still Hell Riders in the city. Well, I mean, not anymore. There were still Hell Riders. She was one of them, and she's aware of all this. What she didn't know is that the sun, yes, let me tell you, so Zariel, she was destroyed in Avernus. And then she was dug out of a mountain of bodies of her enemies that she slain before she died. She was drug out of there by a bunch of bone devils, and her body, her lifeless angel body, was brought down to the deepest layer of hell known as Nessus. In Nessus, she met the Lord of all the hells, Asmodeus, and Asmodeus resurrected her and said he really thought it was awesome how well she fought, and it's a shame that the gods didn't appreciate what a powerful and great angel she was. And he was like, you know what, to reward you, I would like to make you the new ruler of the first pit of hell, and it can be your job to slaughter all the demons as they invade hell in the blood war. And she accepted. So Bel got demoted to her second in command, and he didn't like that very much. Mm-hmm. And now Zariel is the leader of Avernus, and she has been now for 100 years. So 50 years ago, Thavius Krieg says, oh, I prayed to the gods and made this sun to save everyone. But it turns out, nope. The whole time, he actually made a pact with Zariel to make himself look good. Now the time is up. He knew literally the 50-year timer is counting down. And he's like, uh-oh, next week the city is going to get sucked into hell. Hey, guys, he's like Ted Cruz. Oh, my God.
He escaped to Waterdeep.
Yeah, Texas has its worst ice storm, and millions are without power, and he's one of the leadership of Texas, and he just secretly tries to, just fly to Cancun. So he's gone. Hey,
And then the day the city's going to get sucked under, he shows up and he's like, look, here's some holy water. I'm helping.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Maybe Ted Cruz made a deal with the devil back in 2010 when he became elected to the Senate, and it was like, okay, but your state of Texas is going to get pulled down into an ice hell. You're okay with that, right? And he's like, yeah, that's 10 years from now.
I'll let future
Yeah.
I'll let future Homer
like
worry about that.
Yep. So coincidentally, Thavius was out of the city, and Rhea is trying to find him and protect him. Rhea got to Baldur's Gate, and she was kill on sight because the guards are like, we don't want any Hell Riders in our city, especially from Elturel. They don't really like each other. So that's why you found her at the beginning of this dungeon. She's had to kind of slink around and be careful on what she's doing. So her goal has been to find Thavius and protect him and help him figure out a way to save the city. So this is pretty bad news that she just got, and you guys are showing her definitely a devil contract that proves that, yeah, definitely he has a contract with Zariel, and now you can see all this.
Do we have who is this person up top that we left that opened all this shit? This random person.
Silvira?
In Candlekeep.
Silvira.
Yeah, who is that in all this?
Her name is Silvira Savicus. She is one of the main experts of Candlekeep, and she knows everything there is to know about the Nine Hells. She is the utmost expert of the greatest library in the known world of the Nine Hells. And that's who you're...
Okay, so she's just a nerd.
Yeah, well,
okay.
Yes, a powerful nerd in Candlekeep. She is a high-up scholar of Candlekeep, and this is her domain of expertise. So there's probably not anyone else in the material plane that knows more about the Hells than Silvira, and she is Fallister's boss.
Did we take this giant iron contract down with us? Did it go back into the box?
I don't know. I guess so. I guess you guys put it back in and just didn't lock it,
I feel like there was a lot of this exposition that was either not given or was given in a way that was not understood. But yeah, that's kind of big. That's a little more than just I thought this whole time Rhea was just some guard chick that we found in the middle of the city. She's like, hey, I'll go with you. I kind of know my city got sucked down into hell. She's one of the ancient lineage of riders who tried to go and destroy hell. And her boss became one of the lords of hell. Yeah, okay.
Well, her boss, quote, would be Thavius, who did not become a lord, but he's definitely... I mean, we don't know what his... We know the deal is... Yeah, go ahead.
He knows Zariel. Zariel was the one who created his team. The Hell Rider. Thavius is a Hell Rider, right?
No, Thavius is the high priest. And he's old.
Okay.
And he's been the high priest since, shortly after Zariel. Basically,
so
he's the new high priest, and he knows of the legend one generation ago of Zariel. So when all these vampires show up, he's like, oh, I'll just go pray to that new devil lord.
Okay.
I bet she's wanting to make some deals.
How does he know Rhea? Because Rhea's a Hell Rider. Where was the Hell Rider coming to this?
So the city got sucked down into hell. Rhea was in the nearby countryside. She just happened to not be there, and she was alone. She's just out, doing, whatever stuff.
Rhea is a member of the Hell Riders.
Yes.
Who is the leader of the Hell Riders?
Well, I guess right now no one, because they all got sucked down into hell except for Rhea, as far as you know.
Okay, who was Rhea following when she was in the Hell Riders?
Okay, so I guess that would be Thavius. He's not he's the high priest of the city, and therefore is one of the most powerful people, and the church controls the Hell Riders. The Hell Riders are...
Okay, the church controls the Hell Riders. That's what I was looking for. The
Yeah.
church controls the Hell Riders.
Yes.
Thavius is the leader of the church. Thavius is essentially the leader of the Hell Riders.
Basically, yes. He would have the highest authority over her.
And the creator of the Hell Riders is Zariel,
Yes.
who tried to conquer Hell, but the gods forsook her And so Asmodeus was like, "Hey, those guys suck. Do you want to be my kid, my ruler instead?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure, that's chill." So Thavius isn't some evil high priest who decided to sell his soul to the devil. He sold his city to Zariel, who was the leader of the squadron that he's in control of. So I mean, it's kind of shitty to sell your city out to a demon lord, but maybe he had a good reason to do it.
Well,
I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted here. I kind of like Zariel.
well, maybe if you ever gain an audience with her, I don't know. Maybe there are different options there.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't think we would have taken this huge contract with us down. Yeah, sure. We're gonna go invade this dungeon, and we'll just take this contract with us.
Yeah, that's fair. You leave that
I
there.
would have
So
definitely left that upstairs.
So then you do not have yet any evidence to prove to Rhea that the person she trusts more in her entire life is actually out to destroy the very city that she loves.
No, but I will tell her, basically kind of what I said to you is, look, we do have a contract. Was she not there when we opened the box?
No, you came across her in the first layer of the dungeon. So she was slinking around the dungeon.
Rhea?
You met her when you were already down here.
Is she not the one that the dudes tried to, like, stab in the middle of the night a long time ago? We've had her since Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
Did you retcon her into the dungeon? There were these two thief guys in the camp.
Yes, okay. This is why I'm recording these, so I can remember the things that happened. No, you're right. Okay, actually, let me just address one thing. The beginning of the campaign was a little more confusing because I was doing more of a homebrew and was working in stuff. But eventually, I just pretty much because it lines up so well, I'm just basically all of my homebrew I'm ignoring, which is the whole beginning of the campaign, because it's a lot more straightforward. I can answer your questions because I can read a book. It's not what was I thinking a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So
Rhea,
so
answer my questions.
We're
gonna have to retcon a little bit.
I mean, but anyway, you're right. You met her outside of the city while you were traveling with those two guys. Wow, that was some fun adventure. None of that crap was in the book. So you met her while you're traveling to Candlekeep outside the city. She couldn't get into the city because it was dangerous. The authorities there wanted to kill her, basically. So you met her on the way to Candlekeep, and yeah, you're right. And so I read you some box text from her, but that was so early on, and plus the lore was kind of getting mixed up, so you probably wouldn't be able to follow it. Now I've actually read it so much I can understand it better myself.
So essentially, there's a huge amount of retcon, and we need to go over that like we have been before we actually continue, which is kind of lame, but this is super important. We met Rhea. Let me kind of narrate what has happened so far, because I have absolutely no idea where we're at and who is what and who is who.
Great.
We met Rhea in Baldur's Gate on the way to Candlekeep. Yes or no?
Yes, right outside.
Are we keeping that?
Outside, right outside.
Okay. So we met her. She's been traveling with us for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We got to Baldur's Gate. She came into Baldur's Gate because she had some book or something that let her in. Did she get into Baldur's Gate, or did she not get into Baldur's Gate?
Okay, so you know what? Going back to your question earlier, she has seen the plates. And she had a reaction to that, and she freaked out. She's like, no, it can't be true. So you're right. She has seen the proof already. We did kind of go over that. So now we're really just kind of reestablishing it. So, but in the game, she has known this, but it's like, no, I want to see him for myself. I want to talk to him. I just can't believe this because she's seen the evidence. Perfect. Yes. So she had, very important. She has seen the evidence to prove this guy is evil, and she's like super conflicted. But most of all, she wants to save her city. Her number one goal is to save her city, period.
Okay, that makes sense. So that was kind of the question of the moment was we were like, oh, let's show her the contract. And then it's like, wait, didn't she already see it? Wait. Backtrack.
Yes.
So she's seen the contract. Yeah, I'm glad we have that sorted out since we kind of switched gears.
And it's helpful for the stream because no one else knows.
That's true. So she has seen the same evidence we have. It's up to each one of us individually whether we believe that evidence at the moment, and she is also an individual, and she does not believe it because she trusts the guy. I believe it because I saw the contract with my own eyes, but I think he probably had a good reason to do it because he he had a relationship with Zariel at some point. I'm assuming. You don't have to tell me that. I wouldn't know that, but that was what I would assume. And he probably
would
had a
not
good
have been
reason for it.
alive. He would not have been alive when the first Helm March happened.
Yeah, but he's a priest. There's a lot of magic shit that can go on. So I think he probably had a good reason. Maybe his reason is he was going to get promoted to a devil lord. Maybe we'll find him down there and he's a devil. But I mean, hey, to each their own. If that was what he had to do to make himself big in the world, then whatever. We'll find out when we go down and find the city. Maybe everyone's a devil. Maybe it's awesome.
Yeah, maybe they're having a good time.
So anyway,
Yeah, no.
So the spy was telling her about the stuff, and I say, yeah, okay, well, I mean, we don't have the full story yet. We did see the contract. We did, by the way, spy dude. We have the contract. It's up in Candlekeep with what's her name. She has that. So I hope we're not revealing too much information by telling you it's up there. But yeah, she's got it. We made sure she would put it somewhere safe. So we've got all the proof we need that Thavius was in league with the devil, but we are doing our own investigation. We're putting together a what do you call that thing where the cops investigate themselves? We're putting together a grand jury, and we're going to investigate the evidence before we decide to reveal that information to the authorities. So that's what we're here for. Is we're going to hell to not only save the city but also to find out what's going on with Thavius. And this Thalamra bee has stolen our only way of getting there. So
yes, that is
also she's like evil and stuff apparently. So we're coming down here to either kill her or get back our item so that we can continue our quest. You're welcome to go back up and talk to Sylvania or whatever about the thing, but we instructed her to hide it somewhere safe, and or we hid it somewhere safe ourselves before leaving. Retcon. Yeah, we're gonna have to all just kind of agree to disagree at this point, until we come across these people and can question them ourselves.
Cool.
But Rhea, don't worry too much, and Spy Dude, chill out.
Okay, Spy Dude would like to give you. I don't want to make do a million exposition, but at this point, I think that it would be good for him to tell you one other kind of a spy information thing. Okay, so there are the city of Baldur's Gate is run by the Council of Four. Okay, this is kind of backstory, but it also gives you an idea of who Thalamra is and why you might want to kill her or what else is going on with her. So just a little bit. The Council of Four are 4 dukes that preside over the government of Baldur's Gate. They are elected by a group of 50 patriarchs known as the Parliament of Peers. So patriarchs are noble families. So of all the noble families of Baldur's Gate, 50 individuals are this Parliament of Peers. They elect the Council of Four. That's how the city is run. Of the 4, one is the Grand Duke, and his vote counts as 2. So he's basically he can override others a little bit. The Grand Duke currently is Older Ravengard. Older Ravengard rose the ranks of the town militia, the city militia, known as the Flaming Fist. And as the leader of the Flaming Fist, he was then elected to Grand Duke. That gave him a ton of power because he now controls the city's militia and he's a duke. Normally, those are kind of separated. They also now he controls the navy and along with the other dukes, controls the whole government. The second of the 4 dukes is Belen Stellmane. She was once a vigorous and formidable politician, but recently she suffered a seizure and half of her face is paralyzed and her speech is slowed. Fallister believes that there's something more evil at work there, but you guys are going to hell, so you probably don't care too much about that. But she's not a person that you can go to for help, basically, whatever's going on with her. The third Duke is Dillard Portier. Dillard was once a respected businessman, but after a string of sour deals, he pulled back from his investments. Now he's like one of those rulers that enjoys the comforts of wealth and title, basically. He's really lazy. He tries to do as little as possible. He promises he's going to do a whole lot, but ultimately he doesn't do anything. So totally weak.
Just like Trump.
Yes, or Ted Cruz. So you're seeing now that, so far Raven Guard is like basically the only Duke worth a crap, right? Like these other ones like suck. So, but one interesting thing about Dillard Portier is his niece Liara Portier is actually a commander of a Flaming Fist outpost on Chult at Fort Balarian.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. And he with all the stuff going on, if Dillard needed help, he would probably reach out to his niece Liara. And the reason he might need help is because Duke Ulder Ravengard was called away to the city of Elturel for a diplomatic mission shortly before it was sucked into hell. And the fourth Duke, and also the newest one, is Thalamra Vanthamper, and she made sure that he was going to be in Elturel when it got pulled down into hell. So basically, there's two Dukes that are nothing, one that's good, and another that's evil and made the good one disappear. Thalamra is born was like a poor family. Like, she was not a patriarch family. She was born with nothing. She spent years wallowing in obscurity, and her job was renovating the city's ancient sewer system of Baldur's Gate. She worked her way up of the sewers this whole time, building and rebuilding the sewers, which is where you are right now. She eventually became the master of drains and underways, and then ultimately recently she became the fourth Duke with really questionable circumstances. She has 3 sons, each with a different husband, none of which she's married to. They probably died. One of her sons you met, that was Mortlock. He's like the dumb, strong one. There's 2 others. There's the oldest one, Thirstwell, who is a sniveling nerd. And the other one is Amaric, who is like a kind of a roguish, cutthroat. Imagine Don Jr. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Thirstwell is like Eric, and then Amaric is like Don Jr. And Mortlock is, I don't know, like Chad Barron or something like that. So that's what you need to know about her, and it's becoming pretty clear, since there's literally devils here in the sewer and right near her bedroom, that she's made deals with devils, possibly Zariel, but you have not found her evidence for her, and you can't just go to the city and be like, hey, you need to kill one of your dukes. Like, you're going to need evidence, but you have Silvira, you have, the Flaming Fist is on the side of, Ravengard. They want to find him. So if you get the right evidence, you could execute Thalamra on site, and then you would be heroes in Baldur's Gate. In fact, you wouldn't even have to. Phalister can help with that stuff while you guys go off to Avernus. But if to kill her, you'd need to do that. Now, you're aware that you need a tuning fork that is attuned to Avernus, and that she stole it, and she's got it down here. And you need that for Traxagor to send you to Avernus. So, really, you don't care about this, except you kind of got sucked into it trying to get to Avernus. And this is kind of what's going on. So you don't really have to get involved in the politics of it, but you can kill the bad guys, dump the evidence, and then head on to hell to bigger and better things.
And once we get to hell, Ulder is there, who we're trying to save and reappoint to his position.
Yes.
And we're trying to find Big E and...
Yes. The true Big E.
Yeah.
Yes, so
those are our main quests.
Yes, travel to hell, save Big E, because somehow saving him is going to save everything else. Probably it's all connected. Yep. Probably when you
save
get there.
the Big E, save the world.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, but then side quest is Ulder's down there, and we'll get rewarded if we put him back. So okay.
Yeah, and maybe you can't save Big E.
Are you using the Big E drawing I did for the stream?
Oh, no. Not this one, because that was the big character that I'm playing in the other game. So next week, Lily drew a portrait of Big E, which is actually a pretty good portrait. I'm going to save that for the next game, though, when I'm playing. What?
Send it to this D&D thing, so that Jake and Zach can see.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm going before Nick deletes it. Oh, she already put it.
I won't delete it. Um, but yeah, sorry. So you're caught up with backstory. And by the way, that's kind of what these NPCs are for. I mean, partly I'm just trying to fill in gaps from a year ago that we don't remember, and also that I've slightly changed. But these characters, Lulu, Fallister, and Rhea, are kind of your conduits for getting information. I mean, they're not going to be with you for the whole game necessarily, but at least for right now, those are three. You know, you'll get other characters later, but those are three that you can ask. Each of them are experts about different things. Lulu doesn't really know yet because she doesn't have her memory, but Lulu was found by Silvira wandering in fields far outside of Elturel, like in the middle of nowhere, very strangely, makes no sense. That's all you know. You feel like there's, so right now you
we still don't even...
No, you don't know necessarily about her, except when Rhea met her, she was like taken aback, and she's like, well, let's just say that she recognizes Lulu to some extent, and we'll just kind of see how that plays out later, because there's supposed to be a little bit of mystery around Lulu, so I'm not just going to dump everything, but let's just say that Rhea's like, don't you look familiar? And Lulu's like, I don't know, I don't really remember anything. I lost all my memories, all my D6 memories, that possibly there's a table to roll on at some point. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are all finished with your short rest. You can... Yeah?
Oh, no, I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, cool. So, to begin, Fallister is going to kind of... Because he actually knows this layout. He's a spy. So he's going to give you a little tactical information. So I'm gonna give you some information, then you guys can go. The information that he gives you is as follows. He says that there's a residence area back the way you came, and that's where Thalamra's bedroom is. The gallery that you passed through with all the cheap, crappy art in it, not all the knockoffs and stuff, those are bribes that the Duke has received because she's totally corrupt and she accepts bribes for everything she does, but they're not even real bribes. They're like fakes. They're forgeries and stuff. And she's, accepting them anyway because she doesn't know. She doesn't care. She just wants to look fancy. She doesn't care if it's real. So all of her stuff is back that way. If we're going to look for evidence of her betrayal, probably we'd want to search that area. Possibly it's also guarded because it is like her sleeping area. If we go north deeper into the sewers, we should probably find her any sort of treasures that she has hidden, in addition to anything hell related as far as like altars and rituals and stuff. He believes there's a hidden altar to a devil, probably Zariel, and that's probably where you're going to find the tuning fork, because he believes that she stole it to help open a portal, because she's trying to bring down Baldur's Gate, similarly to how Thavius brought down Elturel. So that's probably that way. But he tells you that you should take great caution as you proceed, because it seems like you've lost an imp. He knows that there were 2 imps guarding this room with the bearded devil, one in each of the cages. And since you didn't kill another imp, and since you've explored the room, like, it seems like that imp, and their imps can turn invisible. You can't see invisible creatures, so it very easily could have gotten away at some point. And if it got away, imps are very commonly messengers and scouts, so it has probably informed whoever is in this dungeon of you guys. So take caution as you proceed. Also, you did a long rest for an hour, so I mean, anything could be going on.
Question.
Yes.
Did this imp? I mean, I know that's meta, but the imp had to have disappeared before we freed the cat. Otherwise, the cat would have noticed it, and
as soon as we went into the room. This
okay,
room
that's
here,
when it disappeared.
This room here had a guy in it that was screaming and being crazy. The imp in that room killed the guy, and then we killed the imp. Dead imp's right there. The lady who was in this room said there was something next to her that she couldn't talk. So we saved her, but the
We
imp
couldn't find
somehow,
the imp.
the imp somehow magically escaped through the swarm of people that was blocking the door, and all of their perceptions, and escaped out like between our legs.
I had forgotten
So-
about that individual piece. That answers my
Yeah.
question. Thank you.
By the time we looked for it, it was already gone. Remember the one you were trying to zap with Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
Yeah, by the second Eldritch Blast, it was like down the hallway.
Long up.
So figured that, but I wanted to save the person more than killing the imp, and we're gonna be going through and slaughtering everything we find anyway. So whatever. Maybe we should take a long rest now that they're gonna be prepared for us anyway. But we still have a little bit. It's still kind of midday. We still have a little bit of exploring to do. I think her room, even if it's guarded, is not going to be too strongly guarded. The girl who was outside there seemed like a pretty strong guard herself. And down this little steward's access ramp. Was that here? I think we should go explore both of those ways now that we know kind of what we're doing, and go from there. And if anything is too horrible, if we start getting too weak, then it's a good thing we didn't go deeper. Do you want to give Lily back control of Damien?
Oh
I still
yeah,
have control of him.
That's right. 1 second. And then also I want to start by everyone rolling initiative. I'm not okay. Just I want to put something out there. You know, this is still kind of homebrew. It's more real content, but like this dungeon I made up. And I'm not gonna punish you guys. You know, like aha, now they're set up a trap and now they've got 1 million soldiers. It's not gonna be anything like that. But once you get to Avernus, I'm pretty much going to be running straight out of the book, and it should get better, is what I'm saying. So please don't hold too much against me about my homebrew. But this is pretty much, you guys wrap this up, then you get to Avernus, and it will be a more open. There'll be more to explore. It will be less, okay, Nick set up these rooms, you know, because the books are really good at making things flexible and, you know, whatever. You know, your first battle here in this dungeon, I basically forced on you guys. Like, why couldn't you talk to the demon? So apologies for that. But it should get better. So just bear with me through this, you know, kill the bad guys. And then when we get to the next thing. Okay. Damien, can you please try moving your character? Make sure that you can. Everyone make sure you can move your character, I guess. Oh, and then everyone go ahead and roll initiatives. Oh yeah, I can remove this. There we go. And what I'm going to do is any NPCs that do anything are going to do it on initiative round 1 or 0, I guess. So after everyone else, until you encounter them, and then I will have them roll into initiative. So the only reason I'm doing initiative is just to kind of help it be a little more organized, especially since the enemies know that you're here potentially. And just to kind of help with turns and everything else, you know. So if there's no bad guys, feel free to skip turns or follow people, but just a little organized. So I'm not putting the doppelgangers or anything else. Okay. Damien, do you know how to roll initiative? If not, you can just roll your dice, your D20, and add your dexterity modifier, and I can add you into initiative. And pretty much once you guys are rolled into initiative, then we'll start going. Slobber Chops rolled Zoe's initiative.
Whoops.
Which is fine. I can just add you to the initiative order.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's okay. You got a 20, so definitely keep it. I'll add you in just 1 second.
No worries.
Yes? Oh, sorry, hold on. Willow's talking to me.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so I had a box of dice that were right next to the computer.
Yeah.
set up last night for D&D, but now I can't find it, so I need to borrow some of your dice.
My dice bag I gave to Lily. I don't know if she took it out or left it in here. Yeah, I saw those dice. I think they might have been moved to the table or something.
Let me check.
Okay. I said to set everything up before the game started. You know how I'm like, okay, everyone's got dice, right? Everyone's got your character sheet.
Everybody know what their characters do. Do you remember how to roll?
Add to initiative.
And those are just the questions that are for me.
Is 20 your initiative with your modifiers and everything? Is that 20 total?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So
Yeah, that's with the modifier.
Oh, you also have +3 dex?
I thought so. Let me go double check. Maybe I didn't.
Because this just says... Oh, yeah,
Oh, you
17
manually
+3.
rolled that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have my character sheet fully imported on this.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have Rhea, Lulu, and Fallister all act on the same turn, represented by Rhea. And keep in mind that you can use all three of them in battle. I'm controlling them, but use them for anything that you need. Fallister is a spy. I mean, he doesn't have a ton of HP, but he can do backstabs, I think, and stuff. Rhea is a veteran. So, I mean, don't send them out to die, but if you need them to flank or if you need them, like, they're willing to help. And you guys have pretty much cleared out prisoners, so, you know, up to you. The Tressum can understand you, but will not speak. And you might be able to ask it to do things, but you also might have to make animal handling checks until it builds a relationship with you.
I got the dice and also Lily.
That's fine.
Ah,
That's how I got him in the first place.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. Damien fell asleep.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
understandable.
I don't understand. There's only an hour of exposition. Oh, that's right. Her cat is being super, super, super affectionate and is not wanting to do anything else but just lay with her. So she's been doing that, and yeah, that'll put you to sleep.
Yeah, Rosie always puts
It's 9 o'clock. My God, she's gonna wake up in like 2 hours. Okay, all right. Jackin gets control of Lily the Rogue of Damien. I mean, cool. Anyway, thanks for letting me know. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to add Damien. What's her dex? Is it plus? Oh, did
Rolled.
you get her?
Yep.
Awesome. Sweet. Cool. Okay, so we're in initiative order now, and I'm going to go ahead and do start tracking. All right,
All right,
so
guys. I think we should go back and explore the room with the at the end of the hallway of the gallery. Now that we know that's probably mostly safe, we've been rested up here and we went forward a little bit. Now that we've alerted all the enemies in the rest of the dungeon, let's go back and explore what we missed.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Zoe, your turn is first.
Okay. I'm going to move into the hall out here.
All right, just make sure you count your movement speed. I'm not going to check everyone's movement speed. Just count
That's
yourself.
the Tressum.
Yep.
Oh, the Tressum.
I moved the damn cat.
Yeah.
I can actually tell you.
There. Sorry.
Let's see. It has a movement. Oh, I have to check the book. I can't trust. I don't want to get a homebrew. I'm going to tell you some stats real quick on the Tressum. Mainly movement speed.
Okay.
You can go
One sec while I get my sheet up.
Yeah.
I did. It's under happy.
It's not on roll 20. What the hell? It's in Giant's Bane or whatever too.
Tressums?
Yeah, you guys. I think you guys got one right before James quit. You guys were like exploring some ruins, and the
I
Tressum
think
came
you're
out.
Right. Okay, so it has.
Okay, I'm ready for the stats.
Okay, so movement speed is 40 feet, and it can fly.
Flying, right?
Yeah. It can 40 feet walking, 40 feet flying, or 30 feet climbing. But it can fly, so I don't really see what it needs to climb. It's immune to poison. It can detect invisibility within 60 feet. I'm not gonna tell you anything else because you might need to make checks for that. But those, I'm just start read you the whole stat block. It's like you get the cat as a pet, and it has like a little card hanging from its collar with all its stats. It's like you just bought a pet. Did you know Tressans are immune to poison and love to feast on human flesh?
That's actually a
love
really
it.
good idea for a pet collar. Like, it has their name and the phone number, but then it has like stats.
That is awesome idea.
Okay. Zoe, did you move? Where are you?
Yes, I'm under happy.
Oh, okay. Oh, got it. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, yeah, because he's on your.
I'll put happy behind me instead of on top of me.
Okay.
Less confusing.
Cool. Okay, and next is Damien.
Pass.
Okay, and now we're at Scree.
I'd like to move down the hallway towards the art gallery.
Come in. Okay. Now, you remember each space is 5 feet, and I believe your base movement is 30, so that basically means you can move 6 squares.
Okay.
And then dash is action.
Yeah. And one thing, I'm not going to get too picky, especially when you're not in battle, but basically you can do one diagonal. So you could do like, when you're moving, you could do one diagonal move at some point and still count it as a square, but you can't just move like entirely diagonal. It doesn't matter right now, but it kind of depends. Like I'm just talking about like min-maxing movement, so don't worry too much about it. Yeah. So.
Okay.
All right, and next is Raxlor.
Pass.
Okay, and next is so Rhea. So she's just gonna follow you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then she's gonna dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I'll just put Fallister. Oops.
Do my skeletons roll their own initiative, or how am I controlling them?
On your turn.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, so you can go ahead.
In that case.
Yep, totally fine. Okay. At this point, the 3 characters are gone by now. Oh my god, what did I just do? Oh, that's the camera.
The ones we sent back up top.
Oh, that's the camera. Yeah, the ones you sent back up top. Didn't realize I could move.
Who all did we send? It was Willow's character.
The girl who was the oh my god, what was she? She was the one in the crate that didn't get killed by the imp.
Okay.
Surveyor. She was
the two prisoners in Willow, right?
Yeah, Clem Jasso.
Okay.
So by the way, the Jasso family is like one of the main trading families of Baldur's Gate. His ancestor, the first Jasso, actually was the one who imported goods into Baldur's Gate so that shops could buy and sell them. Yep. So that was one of the prisoners you saved. Doesn't really matter, but that's what was up with him. I can actually move the camera. I didn't even realize that. Does that do anything to you guys when I move the camera?
Only if you right click and do force move camera.
Okay. Well, I lost the camera anyways. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now we're on back to Zoe.
Okay. I'm gonna move ahead again.
That's a wall.
And the body of Flennis is still laying there.
Same position. No one's puppeted it or anything.
Let's say that it actually has like, no, you know what? Same position. Because if I say anything else, you guys are gonna inspect it for 30 minutes. So.
If it's moved, I'm gonna inspect the dead body. Yeah.
Okay, I moved. I counted. Got the same square.
Cool. All right, now Damien. And so you've got this door, right?
Damien will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and...
Just
what?
To be clear, because I know you guys are moving through, but there is also a door here and a door here.
Yep. That was the plan, to go back and check all the rooms. I actually did not know about the one that was here, but I knew about the one here. So,
Yeah.
yep, in order. She goes up to this door up here, and she is going to, I believe we've already checked it for traps. She
Yes.
will actually check it one more time for traps because we've been out of the room for an hour and didn't leave any scouts behind. So,
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Damien, what is that going to be? A perception or investigation or something else?
Investigation.
Okay. So Damien will make an investigation check to inspect the door and make sure nothing's been trapped or changed since the last time we've seen it or anything obviously sticking out. 18.
18? Yep, she doesn't see anything at all.
All right. She will attempt to open the door handle or whatever it is.
Okay. Great. So the door opens, and okay. Fog of war. Let me.
She
hold on.
pulls or pushes the door and peeks in quietly.
Yep. So it opens up, and 1 second, I have to reset the camera of the stream. There we go. Sorry, guys. By guys, I mean basically myself when I'm watching this later tonight. Okay. Fog of war. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So she opens the door. So basically, let's say this and that. Oops, and that. There you go.
All right. And what do I see other than those shapes on the map?
Okay, so give me just a second. Let me actually. Oh crap. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Finally, a new room, so now I got to pull up my notes. Okay, let's see. Which room is this? Oh, okay. Sorry. One moment. Great. 18. Okay. So it's a study. Do you see an oak? Go back here. Okay. You can see an oak writing desk angled to face the middle of the room with a
Can you ping the things as you describe them?
Yes, this is the desk. And a chair to match. And 2 black candlesticks atop it. Also in the room there's a bookcase right here. And it looks like another one right here that you can see. Like without being in the room. And right here, the circle with the star is a statue, and it's a statue. It's like a it's a freestanding suit of black plate armor, topped with a bucket helm and equipped with a long sword and a shield.
Okay. Does the room extend past this spot, or is that a back wall?
That is a door. You just pinged a door. So there are 2 doors.
Okay, this line.
Here, let me do this. Oops. Here, let me reveal slightly more. So there's 2 doors, one to the west, one to the north. So I'm just gonna reveal the walls a little more so you can see them.
Yeah, you gotta, when you do the thing, it's kind of hard because you don't really see it because you can see just fine as the DM. But I've realized that as I'm doing mine, I'm like, well, I can see it just fine. Oh yeah, I only reveal the interior. Yeah, that's much better.
There you go. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a 20 by 20 room, and we can't quite see into this back corner here, but there's a creepy black armor statue here and 2 doors leaving the room and some bookcases.
Yep.
Okay. Damien quietly pushes the door all the way open and beckons the rest of the party in as she steps into the room with her last space of movement.
Okay. All right. She ends her turn there. Nothing happens.
Yep.
And it is now Scree's turn.
If you want to go ahead and reveal the rest of the room
while
Scree goes.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so Scree, go ahead, and I'm just going to do a quick reveal.
Okay, hi, sorry, I was in the bathroom for a little bit, but I heard most of what was going on.
Yeah, not a lot's happened.
Okay, so I wanna walk over. Okay, I'm gonna use my dash action so I can go a little further to the room
Okay.
and look up here.
Oh, are you inspecting something? There's a door and there's a statue.
Hmm?
Oh, so you didn't hear this? So, okay. There is a, so in this room, there are 3, I'm sorry, hold on a second. Come in. Oh, hi. Yeah, we knew you fell asleep. Jig just took over your character. So if you're feeling better, you can play if you want to, or you don't have to. You can do whatever. Okay, so you see 3 bookcases, 1 to the north, and then 2 along the south walls. In the back corner is a desk with a chair and 2 black candles lit on top of it. And right to your east is a black plate armor, a freestanding suit of black plate armor with a bucket helm, longsword, and a shield.
Okay. I'd like to take a closer look and
Okay, sorry, what?
okay. So I'd like to take a closer look and inspect the statue, like see what I know about it and like who is it?
Okay. Make a religion check.
I got an 18.
18. Okay, 18 religion. You're looking at this suit of armor, and not only does it not look like any suit of armor you've ever seen, you can actually tell that this is made from iron forged on Avernus. So this isn't just like a suit of armor. It actually is like some kind of like suit of hell armor. And it's really creepy. And
Ooh.
sorry, hold on. Sorry. Okay, so yes, so you inspect it, you see it is scary looking. It looks like it is from hell. And yes, you finish and you inspect it and you notice that. And so like the helm, it's like a bucket helm and it's like hollow inside, and you see this orange light like glowing, and it kind of like slowly starts to grow and grow until it fills up the helmet. And then the Helm Horror is going to enter initiative. And you guys are already in initiative. So it comes to life, and being surprised as you are, it is going to make an attack roll against you. And I just have to get my dice roller up. Okay, so it turns its head towards you, and it lifts up its arm and actually its arm's already kind of up, and it brings down its sword, but you're able to like just barely dodge to the side, and it misses you, and you see the long sword coming back up again for a second strike, and this time it connects right with your body, and the sword hits you for some damage. Let's see, what do you take? 8. You take 8 slashing damage.
Ow! Okay, let me update my sheet real quick.
So, if that was the surprise round, and no one else can act in the round that it's surprise, they go back up to the top of initiative order.
Yeah, let's do that.
Since we're technically just entering initiative.
Yeah, I think that's.
But we'll
I
just
think
leave
that's.
what we have.
I think that's a good way to do it. I'm gonna put him in initiative wherever he rolls, which is a 9. And then we're just gonna go back to the top of initiative. I think that's a good way to do it because in this case, like he actively, like he did something that definitely was a surprise, and she got attacked by it. But you guys have already rolled initiative, so let's go back to Zoe's turn.
So we're all slowly walking up, and Damien walks into the room and motions the whole group forward, and then Scree walks up, and she's kind of bustling past. He's kind of bustling past the rest of the group, and he goes, "Oh, we're going back to that. We're going to the room over there, okay?" And he goes in, and then you hear squawking and flapping of wings and clattering of armor, and the whole party is suddenly on alert and realizes there's something going on in that room. And Zoe.
Okay. I am going to move my 30 feet. 1, 3, 4, 5. And then if I step back, it's an opportunity attack, right?
If you move out of melee range, it gets an attack of opportunity.
Okay, well, I moved in and out in this.
I think you're okay because Damien's your ally.
That would give an attack of opportunity. The only way to avoid that would be to stop here or to move here.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I could move here and it wouldn't get the opportunity attack?
Correct.
Yeah, you're not leaving its range. Once you enter its range, you can't leave its range without it attacking.
Okay, cool. Then that's what I want to do. I want to move there. Then I want to use cast my hex on it. And then I am going to cast my Eldritch Blast.
Just FYI, because you are within 5 feet of it, range attacks have disadvantage. So if you stop there and move right up next to it and then try to do a range attack, all of your range attacks have disadvantage.
Damn it, I forgot about that.
Spells don't. So if you have a spell that does a save instead of an attack, that will work just fine. But if you make a range attack, yeah, disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I screwed that up then. I'll go ahead and cast it with the disadvantage then.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Ah, this thing has a fly speed. That's stupid.
Okay, I typed that in wrong, but that would come out to 21 for my first attack roll.
Oh, 21 to attack. That hits. So roll damage.
You got the disadvantage part, right? That's important. That's the important part.
Yeah, I just put the +7 outside the curly braces, but I can add that manually in my head. Okay, exactly. All right. 18 damage.
Wow, nice. Okay, so your Eldritch Blast streams from your hand and smashes into the metal, and little sparks and shards burst off of it. 18, you said, right?
Correct.
Cool. All right, and
then I'm gonna cast my second beam.
Yep.
12.
Oh, 12. That's gonna be a miss. So your second blast.
Wah, wah,
wah. All right, and now.
Okay, I'm good.
Awesome, and now it's Damien's turn. And you hear like this, kind of like low rumbling, coming from the creature. It's like. Something like that. Oh, actually, I'm going to find a better voice for this. It's Damien's turn. Oh, do you have control? Right?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was muted. So Damien sees. I realized when you started talking over me, I was like, wait a second. Damien walks into this room very carefully, and then Scree bustles past, and she's like, okay, yeah, we're exploring the room, and then activates this Helm Horror, and she's like, what? And then Zoe flies past and starts shooting it with Eldritch Blast, and she's like, oh, okay. And she pulls out her short sword and swings it at the Helmed Horror. It's like, okay, we're doing this. And she's going to make an attack, and that will be... She only has a +2 dexterity? No. I don't have the sheet. I thought I transferred all of her stats over. Okay, give me like 30 seconds. Let me just scroll up and find this.
Okay.
You send it to me in personal chat or in the group chat? Did I save it? I think I saved it. I think I saved it.
I think it was Facebook.
I saved it. I saved it because I'm smart. It was Facebook, but I didn't know what chat, but it's okay because I saved it. All right, so she's got a +7 to hit. She pulls out her rapier, and it's +1 and 1d6 +5 damage. Wait, d6? All right. 1d8. Yeah. Her short sword is magic.
Yes.
But it's less damage.
Yes.
She's gonna use the magic short sword just because I don't know this thing's resistances.
Her rapier is
so
silvered. Do you want to make it? Do you want to make a religion check and see if you know resistance?
No, she's just gonna be on the safe side and use the short sword. Because some creatures are silvered and some creatures are only magic, and I think Helmed Horrors are pretty powerful. But she's not gonna waste any time trying to figure out anything about it. She's just gonna go for it and start swinging.
Right.
Magic short sword. That will be... Yeah, I might alter that in mine too. I think it's supposed to take an action to try and figure out, which is... I don't know.
Really?
Short sword.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, because... I mean, everyone getting a free check to see what the things are, basically you're going to know what everything is. I kind of homebrewed it a little bit, but I think it's dumb that every single person can just... The first person to act is like, okay, I'm going to see what I know about it. Just... Why does it say a short sword is 1d4 here? 6. Sorry, these things are all jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
6. Max term 6 +1 plus dex equals 9. Okay, so it's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit.
No, it's more than an 8. It's more than an 18 to hit, but I'll modify that as long as that hits.
What's the exact amount?
All right, hold on.
For this suit of solid armor.
21.
21 hits. Roll damage. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm going to use this one for the Helmed Horror.
How many D does she get for sneak attack? Say it on here. 3d6. 17 damage, including her sneak attack.
17 damage. Wow. Do I have a sound effect for that? Let me see.
Oh, his 17 merits a sound effect. My 18, nothing.
He said sparks and stuff clatter.
Yeah, there's got to be like
it was.
Try this. There we go. And when the horror screams, 17 damage. 17 damage. All right.
And she will take a cunning action to disengage, and she's going to walk back into this corner here. What is this? A curtain between the two bookshelves?
Yes, curtain. And it looks like a window. It looks like a window because this was originally on the second floor of a mansion.
All right. Well, she's gonna step back into that little cubby between the two bookcases and just kind of like nestle up in there. She's not hiding. She's just kind of getting herself out of the out of the melee.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, and you use the disengage action, so you can do that without
Yep.
an opportunity attack. All right, so next
Yep,
up
and that's her
is...
turn.
Yep, so now we're at Scree.
Okay.
Save the
I'd
day.
like to use. I'd like to use Planar Warrior against the Helm Horror.
Okay, that's a bonus action, and your first attack on this turn will deal an extra 1d8.
Cool. Okay, and for my attack, I'm gonna use my sword to jab at it.
Okay, and just to confirm, is that a magical short sword, or is it silvered, or is it just a regular short sword, or something else?
It's a silvered short sword, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, it's not. It's just a normal short sword.
Okay. And you're gonna make an attack with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
$22.
22, that hits. And as your short sword strikes the Helmed Horror, which it does, just bam, spot on, and you notice kind of like a magical warding that causes your piercing short sword to be resisted, except your Planar Warrior changed it to force damage. So now you are...
Aha!
So now instead of piercing damage, it is going to be force. And go ahead and roll damage. So that's your 1d8 plus your 1d...
1d6.
Whatever for the short sword.
18.
All right. So 18 damage is reduced down to 0 as the force damage does absolutely nothing at all.
No!
Wow, can you imagine
Ouch!
This thing is actually resistant to attacks from regular weapons, and it's immune to force damage. And that's what Planar Warrior does, is it changes your damage to force. So it already wasn't going to do a lot of damage, but now it does 0. Wow, no wonder this guy's a challenge 4.
Oh my god. I was just
Wow.
thinking, wow, it's so cool that she's a planar warrior. How convenient that she can... Oh, it turned the half damage attack into a nothing.
Yeah,
But now we know.
Wow.
Now you
for a
know.
moment,
You know not to use that.
For a moment, I got really excited. I'm like, wow, that's so awesome. Now you can do full damage. And then I see damage immunities, force, among other things. And I'm like, wow, that's really mean. Because that's... Force is a very neutral damage type. You would think that would be okay, but no, it's not. So, all right, you do 0 damage to the Helm Horror.
So one of 2 creatures in the
my
game that's immune to force.
God.
Jeez.
Okay.
May the force is not with you.
Uh-oh, and guess what? It's the Helmed Horror's turn.
What did Raxlor roll? I thought
Oh, God.
Helm Horror rolled a 9.
About my extra attack.
Raxlor's at a 1. Is that not a 1?
1? Nuh-uh. What? Hold on.
If it's not true.
Did he roll a 1?
Yeah,
I guess he
you got
did.
A 2 minus 1. Yep.
I guess he did.
Wow.
I double clicked it and hit enter, and I went, "Yep, I rolled initiative." I didn't even look at it. Jesus.
That's
Okay.
rough.
Never mind. Never mind. I recall my time.
Okay, is the Helmed Horror... Okay, so the Helmed Horror could either attack the Warlock or the Planar Warrior. He is drawn more to attack Scree because, you know, he's like a Planar Warrior, like built to destroy, you know, evil things, and that kind of like pisses him off. The Warlock, he would still kill Zoe, but he's just more inclined to attack you, even though Zoe did damage. So where's my dice roller? There we go. Okay, so he brings his long sword up and slashes at you.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hit.
Ah!
Okay, you're gonna take 1d8 plus 4 slashing damage. Oof, 10 damage.
No.
Here's the thing then. It's going to actually roll to attack its second time. And that's going to be another hit. Ooh.
No.
Another 1d8
I'm
plus
just
4.
thinking.
And that's going to be another 10
No.
damage. 10 damage.
I'm at 3 HP right now. I am not enjoying this. And as I get hit, Scree goes Scree in a whining like tone.
You have healing potions, right? You have healing potions, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My turn. It's not my turn.
Raxlor's turn. This guy's rough, man. It's those immunities. It's so stupid.
All right, Raxlor will whistle a tune, and his skeletons charge into action. Let's see. Oh, great! I named them A, B, and C in my list, but in the thing they're named K, W, and Q. So, I guess to make it fair, we'll go in alphabetical order, and just this is going to be random anyway. And I'll rename them on my sheet, and we'll just say because it was literally just random how I was moving them. So skeleton A becomes skeleton K, and skeleton A has a longbow. So skeleton K, does he have line of sight to the Helm Horror through that open door?
Let's say yeah.
What if he moves up to like here? Is that that's a straight shot?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously cover, but
I would say yeah, but just partial, so just +2 to AC.
Okay, so I'll still roll normal. Skeleton. Oh, I can actually click the skeleton. He's going to roll longbow. Well, I'll just roll because he doesn't have any modifiers, so we'll roll this and see if it hits. Nope. Okay, so he fires an arrow and it sticks into the wall, and I look at him and he looks at me and he shrugs. And I whistle another tune.
The skeleton
and
shrugs.
He's like, I tried. Let's see. Next would be W. No, or Q. I don't know the alphabet. Q's next, right?
Yeah.
Q has
Technically, the letters don't have to be in any particular order.
Yes, they do.
So
prescriptivism. Q has a mace and C is unarmed, so W is unarmed. I like that because I can give them nicknames based on their letters. So Clancy, Quincy, and Wincy. Quincy, Skeleton, Quincy. Hold on. I'll do that in a minute. I'm trying to organize on my sheet here. Let's go. So Q has a mace, but he's way far back, so he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he'll stop right there.
He can. Oh, he doesn't have a longbow.
Yeah, that only one's range, but they're still 1d20 anyway. W is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll just move over here. They're just getting in position. It's fine. Raxlor is going to... He doesn't need to waste that. Can he move 30 feet? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he can reach him from here with cover, right?
Yes.
Around the corner?
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna proceed, but what damage type is Eldritch Blast? I'm not retconning anything, but I'm just wondering.
Hex isn't. Hex is necrotic, I think.
Look it up.
Crackling energy.
Hex force. Hex is necrotic. Hex still does damage. That the second part of his attack still does the damage.
It doesn't. Let me go look it up because what I copied doesn't say.
I'm looking at it right now. It's force.
Raxlor, would you please make a religion check
to tell them that force doesn't work?
Just
Eldritch Blast is force.
Eldritch Blast is force.
It's immune to.
It's okay. It's okay.
Blast.
Scree can still attack.
Yeah,
it's just not
right.
the bonus damage.
Yeah. And don't use planar warrior.
Yeah.
That means that I I
11.
didn't hit it for that much damage then, because yeah, it's force damage.
It's okay. We're gonna proceed because I didn't. This is ridiculous. Did you make your religion check?
I made an 11.
Okay, with an 11, I'm still gonna tell you it's immune to necrotic damage as well.
Oh, balls.
Oh my
So
God.
minus 18.
So Zach, so technically Zoe did 0 damage, but we're gonna proceed.
Yeah.
Because it looks like, remember, a lot of things in Hell have resistances like this, so you guys are very powerful, but this is where strategy starts to come in. Man, that's sick. Oh yeah, so so you can see him. You can make an attack against him.
Yeah. I can.
I mean, if you do a saving throw attack, then it's not an attack roll.
I don't have any.
Oh, okay, good, because he has resistance against saving throws.
I mean, I can probably hit him. I just don't know how much damage I'm going to do to him, and it's. I mean,
Radiant.
We've
damage?
got enough.
Hey man.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I mean, Scree's already almost dead.
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell you because you pretty much deduced it, but I feel like you guys need to know this. Resistant to attacks from non-magical weapons, unless they are adamantine. You have no adamantine weapons, of course. Totally immune to force, necrotic, and poison. So everything else is fine.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and use a guiding bolt from where I'm standing. It's going to be a +2 AC or whatever, and we'll see if I hit. Don't tell me if I hit until after I've rolled it and told you what the total is. I don't want to waste it. I will use my channel divinity that I just got back to add a 10 to that roll and make it a 25. And I better roll high. So I'm using Guiding Bolt as a level 2 spell slot, which is 46 radiant.
Oh, level 2?
I better kill it.
Casting it?
No, it's a level 2 spell, I think.
It's level 1.
Why do I have it marked as level 2?
Because I think it's 3d6. I think you're upcasting to add an extra d6.
No, I'm sorry. I was counting the things. I wasn't actually reading them. It's cantrips and then first level. So it is first level. But yes, I am upcasting it to level 2 for 5d6 radiant.
5d6. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I just was reading the wrong header.
Roll high.
16 radiant damage, and the next target to attack it gets advantage.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, so it takes full damage from that.
And
who else did damage to it? Who did 17 damage? Was that
rogue.
Damien, right?
Damien.
Did she do it with her magical short sword? Sneak attack, right? Yeah, so that was
sneak attack, magical short sword.
That is correct. Magical short sword hits for full damage. Sneak attack is part of it. So so technically it was only Zoe that was annulled. But I'm gonna give that to you. Keep this moving.
Zoe and Scree.
You can take off that damage because it wouldn't have done it.
Okay, so Raxlor
went too far. I'll let you guys have it. Trust me, you need it.
Raxlor will do that, attack him, and then he is going to use his bonus action to use Hidden Step and turn invisible.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then I'll pass my turn.
Oh, you know what? I think I can do Manage Conditions and do Invisible.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually hide you.
Do that
it just shows. It didn't work. Manage Conditions.
There you go.
Okay.
Done.
Awesome. All right. So next is Rhea. 5,
little
10,
help in here.
15, 20. She's going to run up here and she's going to say, what shall I do? I don't wish to crowd the creature unless that's what you want me to do. I see only one space next to it. Is there any support?
I say the armor's alive. The armor's alive. Go kill it.
Kill it? Okay. Yes, I shall. And she charges in, and now she's going to attack the armor. And can she do anything against it? I think you're just sending her to die. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think anyone gave her any magical stuff, right? Yeah. Okay,
Oh, right.
so she is going to rear back her longsword and swing it against the metal armor, and ting! Her longsword just bounces right off of it. She swings it a second time, ting! And it's bouncing off. And she calls back and says, I can't seem to damage it with my weapon.
I say, oh no, it's a thing we hadn't actually technically figured out yet. Your attacks are no good against it. Yeah, because Scree attacked. Damien attacked with magic. Scree attacked, but it was all force. Zoe attacked with the spell. Raxor attacked with the spell. Longbow missed. So she's the first one to actually hit it with a non-magical weapon.
Oh.
So she hits it, and I say, oh no, a thing we just now found out just now at this moment, right now. Okay, well...
Hold on, I'm about to be a jerk, because that's not right. It's resistance, not immunity, so she actually does get to make the rolls. She does get to make the rolls.
Well, good.
Force damage immune, sorry. Sorry.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
So Scree can still damage it, thank God. And Rhea deals a little bit less damage, and she's not suiciding.
Yeah, let me see. What's her... Okay, she's got a +5 to hit. So her first attack does miss, actually. And her second attack hits. So she actually deals some damage to it. It's only going to be half damage. But she's going to deal... Let me see.
Can you re-roll that first attack? She has advantage on it. I'd prefer the rogue to get the advantage, but it's next creature, so...
Oh, you're right. She does. Okay, well, then that was the second one, so that hits. So it's...
And then she can roll a neck, yeah.
She doesn't have a shield, right? Okay, well, then I guess she's doing it with two hands. So she swings the sword with two hands, and it is going to do... let's see. She gets an 8 on the D10, plus 3. So that's 11. Half damage is 5. Does that sound right?
Yep.
5
Round down.
damage. All right. So 5 damage. Now she's and she's like, so she says, it seems to be resisting my attack. I'm not doing very much damage, but it also seems like it's pretty battered at this point. So she's going to swing her longsword again, and the second one connects again.
Yay!
With her two hands, and she's going to do a total of 4. She gets a 4 on her roll, and there's a +3, so that's 7 damage. And with that blow, the armor crumbles.
Yay! Guiding bolt saved the day.
No kidding. Plus the DM not reading immunities very well. Oh wait, hold on. I have to. It has to die. It says,
Oh, damn you! I shall feast on your soul in hell.
I don't actually know how that sounds, but I hope it's pretty cool.
I cannot understand a thing you're saying when you're using the voice modulator. Like, it just cutting out. Hopefully it translates to the thing, but we can't understand you at all.
That's okay. You're not supposed to understand this guy. I'm purposely doing... It's a Helm Horror. It can't speak. I'm just trying to make, like, demonic voices coming from it. When I do the voice mod for real, I'll try to make sure you guys can hear me. But that's just a fact. And it's dead. Yay! Initiative over.
Are we actually ending initiative?
Oh, no, you're right. Sorry. Not ending initiative. Instead, I'm just going to remove the Helmed Horror. There we go. Okay, Rhea finished her turn, and we're back around at the top. Oh, so the other characters, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and there's Lulu. So they're there pulling up the rear. All right. Thanks. All right, thanks for bearing with me. So yeah, so now you guys are in this room, and you can explore it. You've got a desk, and you've got a crumbled statue, and you've got 3 bookshelves.
Who has our healing potions? Because Scree probably needs one.
Damien has 1 healing potion.
You know what? You'll be fine, Scree. Just stay back and chill. I've got healing word that I can cast to bring you up. I can bring you up from being unconscious, but it's not going to heal you very much. So the next time you get hit, you're going to go down anyway. So I'll save it to bring you up when you go down, and then when we get a chance, then we can we're going to hopefully be long resting soon, because otherwise we're pretty much out of everything. So once we're done exploring this wing, hopefully we find a bedroom, and then we can rest. But yeah, you should probably stay in the back because you're pretty
Does
beat up.
Scree, do you have any healing potions?
I have one.
Okay.
You can use it if you want.
And
It's bad. I mean, those are
would
like
drink
just
it
to
if I were you.
consume. Yeah.
I would drink
I
it.
think I'll save it.
Okay.
All right.
You have 2 HP.
Well, okay.
That means the first time you get damaged, you're unconscious, which means you definitely lose at least one turn.
Fine, I'll drink it now.
Good idea. Okay, so I think I actually wrote on your sheet how much to heal, but I can look it up for you.
Yeah.
Does it say
2d4 plus 2. Mm-hmm.
Plus 2? Awesome. So roll that, and just erase the potion off your sheet, and then roll 2d4 plus 2, and heal up that many, and let me know how much it is. You guys only have 2 healing potions? I thought I gave you more than that.
Unless someone got him and didn't write him down. Very likely.
Oh.
I got a lot of stuff written down.
Let me check, because I didn't think I grabbed those, but maybe I have some.
I only healed 5 HP.
All right, take it. 5 HP.
All right.
A 2 and a 1. Yeah, that's about right.
Yes.
Yeah. So write that down. Give yourself every drop.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Wow. Okay. Well, maybe you'll find more. Okay. So let's keep doing turns then. So Zoe, it is your turn. What would you like to do in this room? 2 doors, 3 bookshelves, and a desk.
I would like to go over to the desk, take a look at it, dig through it, rummage around, see if there's anything in there for me to take.
Let me double check. I think it actually does not have any drawers. Oh, this is so stupid. It doesn't matter, but the Helm Horror. So Helm Horrors can be immune to 3 spells, and you get to pick in advance. And it changes the default so that one of its immunities is Sacred Flame, which is so evil because that's like a basic radiant attack, which normally would work, but it's just totally immune.
The one thing they can attack it.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I don't have that spell then.
What? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, the desk does not have any drawers.
Okay.
You could still search. Bookcases are the only other thing to search. Or if there's anything else that you want.
I'd like to check the bookcase then.
Okay. Which one do you check? So you could check one bookcase before the end of your turn. I'll do that as because you can see the desk doesn't have anything. So basically, move next to a bookcase and use your action, and I'll see what you find in that bookcase. Roll an investigation check.
Uh-huh, 19.
19.
It was a natural 20, though.
19. Okay, so as you search through these books, you notice that they're actually fairly valuable books that probably a library would want. Not necessarily anything special. You figure that there are, dozens and dozens of books, and you figure they're probably worth about 5 gold a piece. But you do notice 20 of the books are rare editions, and they would be worth significantly more. You estimate 25 gold a piece. Of course, they are books. You probably don't want to carry around 200 books with you, but that's what's here. Worth some money.
I guess I'll take a few of the
rare editions?
First editions.
Okay, how many do you want to take? Basically, as many as you can fit. There's 20, although if you take 20 books, that's going to probably start to...
Yeah.
Doesn't someone have a bag of holding?
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
I think
I don't. And I'm already carrying a bunch of crap, too.
There was a bag of holding full of dragon treasure. you guys not have that anymore? Did you lose it?
I gave it
I
to
might
someone.
have it.
I gave it to someone else that I entrusted with it, so can't do everything.
Okay.
Not
Alright.
on
Is
my
that the-
character, and I know that for a fact. So I think it might have been on Joey.
Is that the Tiamat chests?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have all 3 of those.
Okay.
Then you have the bag. You have them in a bag of holding, so you might want to write that down.
I would like to then stuff all the books in there that I can.
Nope.
The first editions. But guys, I noticed I am like carrying around almost all of our stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's what the bag
really
holding does.
appreciate your trusting me with the bag of holding after we all know what happened. Oh yeah, look, there's a giant green box on my screen that says bag of holding. How could I miss that?
Cool. So you want to take all 20 rare editions, and they're worth 25 gold apiece.
Yes.
So if you find
Yes.
a place to sell those, maybe Candlekeep. It's a library. But are you going to leave the other books?
I mean, yeah.
You could fit them.
Unless somebody else wants me to.
You're fine.
Okay, I guess I'll take all the other books.
Okay, write down 179 regular books at 5 gold each. Wow.
All right, hold on.
Half Price Books is going to hate you.
I was gonna say, open. They'll give you like what 5 silver per book, and then resell it for 7.
And then 20 books worth 25 gold.
Yes, 20 worth 25 each. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, you can open a bookstore.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And I
after a
guess I'm done
couple
with my turn.
months. A couple months, you might sell them.
What does Damien want to do?
Damien is going to inspect the door to the north. Sorry, Scree's in the way. Damien is going to inspect the door to the west for traps or anything out of place.
All right, make an investigation check. While you make that, I need to ask you a weird question. I know
Okay.
what raw is, and of course, like we could like tweak it, but as far as spell scrolls go, do you want to say that anyone can try to cast a spell scroll, or do you want to say it has to be on your list of spells? Meaning
You can say whatever you want. In my game, it will be. Oh, that's not the investigation is plus more. In my game, it will be raw. So, I don't think rogues have a literally like their level 19 ability is use magic item, which allows them to do that. So, although that's how it works in the video game, I say no, absolutely not.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say for now. I'm going to say that if it's not on your list of spells, that you have to make a DC 15 Arcana check if you want to try to cast it. And if it works, then you just got a free spell and the scroll disappears. And if it fails, then you have a possibility of like taking some damage or something. So it's discouraged, but it's possible.
Just FYI, the scroll itself, if it is on your list, is DC 10 plus the spell's level.
Come in. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Well, I was saying 15 because if it's not on your class list at all, technically you're not supposed to. So
Yeah, but so that ends up being like maybe a +2 more difficult for a non-caster to use it.
Well, maybe there's no penalty if you fail, but the scroll is still consumed. So you have a chance of wasting it if it's not on your spell list. How about that?
So you can't waste it if it's on your spell list, because that also happens if it's on your like the things you're describing is all how it works if it's on your spell list.
If it's on your spell list and it's a level that you can normally cast, it just auto casts. If it's higher than what you could cast, then you have to make a check. So I'm saying
and it could consume it.
If it's at your equivalent level, but it's not on your class list, then you could try to cast it, but it's a 15.
The same as the regular spellcaster could, with a +2 penalty.
Basically, yeah. But no, you're not going to take damage. So worst case, you waste an action. So you're going to want to give scrolls to the appropriate class, but let's say you find a scroll of, I don't know, Spider Climb, and let's say none of your classes can cast that. It's not a wasted item. It just means that you have to be careful how you use it.
Okay. That's not how it's going to work in my game, but I am totally fine with that.
That's fine, and we can tweak it later if it's not working, but I just want to make sure that there's no useless scrolls in the game.
We do have 3 spellcasters, so I think for the most part we can use every scroll, and if there are some that we can't use, then that's just our party composition. If we get a wizard-only spell or a druid-only spell, meh.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Or you can re-roll it. You can re-roll it as something we can use.
I'm just gonna say up front that if there's something you can't use, unless we change it to something else, by default you can cast it with the penalty I described.
Okay.
We can change that later, but without evaluating anything, I just want to make a blanket rule. With that statement made, is Damien already inspected, right? So she's done with her turn?
Yeah, she investigated the door. I was waiting on the results. It was a 13.
Oh, 13. Okay, so you inspect the door. It looks like it's another elaborate door, similar to the other one in the room and the one leading into this room. You do not notice any sort of traps or dangers.
Okay. She will wait until everyone else has kind of done their thing before trying to open anything.
Great. And next is Scree.
Okay. Okay, I want to check around this door, the door right in front of me, right here.
Okay, there are also 2 bookcases that have not yet been checked.
Oh, which ones are those?
The ones that Zach
Can
has
you
not.
ping them?
Yeah. So Zoe inspected that bottom one, so no one has inspected this one or this one.
Okay, I want to inspect this one right here.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Okay. I got a 15.
15. So you search and you see this one does not have like valuable books. You see a bunch of like notes and stuff like that. But as you're going through, you notice what appears to be some spell scrolls, and you actually find 4 of them. You need Jake, do you need to do Arcana checks to interpret what the scrolls are?
Don't believe so. Nope. Scroll is unintelligible if it's not on your spell list.
Okay,
so
then
that would be a homebrew for you.
Okay, then I'm gonna say the same rules. So I have to check these. Okay, so you find 4 spell scrolls.
So everyone can see every scroll, because if you can attempt to cast it, you can see what the spell is.
Great. So you have 4 scrolls. Okay, so get ready to write these down. Number 1 is level 1, Bless. The second one, also level 1, Protection from Evil and Good. The next scroll is level 2, Spider Climb. And the last scroll is a level 4 spell scroll of Banishment.
Ooh.
Are you familiar with the mechanics of Banishment, Jake?
I am.
Awesome.
As is my cleric. So I can cast Bless and Protection from Good and Evil. Zoe can cast Spider Climb. Banishment, I think we can both technically cast. And see, Warlock and Cleric, yep. And Protection, I think Zach can also cast. Yep. So all 4 of those spell scrolls, Zach or I can both use.
Nice. And you guys, for free, I'll let you swap around items. However you want.
You wanna split those up so we each have a little bit of them. I'm the only one who can cast Bless, so I'll take Bless.
Okay.
And then Zach, which I'll take Banishment too, and you can take the other ones. You can have Spider Climb and Protection from Good and Evil. Yeah, so write those down. You have a scroll of each of those things, and I have a scroll of Bless and scroll of Banishment.
Cool.
I definitely came out with the better deal out of that one.
Yeah, we're gonna get into a situation where like we need a Spider Climb of something, and it's gonna be like, well, Wish I took the solo spider climb.
And I'm going to spider climb my happy little ass out of there while the rest of you burn.
Also, I think this is raw, but protection from evil and good. If you cast that, you do not need to consume holy water, since it's a
Correct.
spell
No
scroll.
Scrolls all have the consumables already covered, as do
Great.
magic items, unless they specify otherwise.
Great. So you don't know what's beyond these doors, but that Helm Horror beat you up pretty bad. So maybe remember what spell scrolls you got. Who are we at? Okay, so Scree's done,
turn.
and now it is Raxlor's turn. There is one bookshelf that has not been examined, and then there's the two doors.
Raxor will walk in, and he'll see people rummaging through bookshelves, and he sees the empty one, and he's like, oh, and he's going to go rummage through that last one.
Make an investigation check.
He's going to rummage through the books and go, I don't know what you guys are looking at. There's nothing here but dusty old tomes and worthless garbage. Mad magazines, first edition copies of useless books.
When did you get a 9?
9.
So I know you made a roll, but are you just scanning it, or do you care to find something?
I want to find something.
Okay,
I mean, if I find something, but that's his initial reaction.
Then you don't, like you said, what you described, that's there. But one of the books, which it does not look like it's worth anything, it just looks like crap like the rest of them. But the title stands out to you based on your recent conversations. The name of it is Last Charge of the Hell Riders. That's all you find.
I take that one and stash it away because I think that'd be a good read later. I'm like, oh, that sounds like a cool story.
Cool. You now have Last Charge of the Hell Riders.
Rhea might like to see that too, but we'll keep that one in the back pocket for now. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to walk up to... I've searched that, and then I walk up to this door, and I will stop at that door.
Okay. Now it is Rhea's turn. She asks if you'd like her to do anything.
I say, oh, just go back and check on Lulu and all them. Make sure they're all doing all right.
Lulu comes in the room. She goes, "Oh, I'm right here, guys. Yeah, nothing out there still. Figure I'll just stay in here with you. By the way, if you need me, I've got my trumpet. I don't know exactly what it'll do, but I think I got a couple of cool trumpet blasts that I could do just in case you guys need me. I'm happy to help." Fallister says,
I mean, if you don't know what it... Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, you want... Well, hold on. We know what they do. So if you ask her, she thinks for a second, and she's like, oh, wait. Actually, something's coming back to me. They're actually magical. She says that she can only do 3 trumpets per day, and when she does, it will be loud enough to be heard to a range of 600 feet. So pretty much alerting everyone to your location. But she has 2 trumpets. One of them is the Trumpet of Blasting, which does thunder damage and deafens enemies. And the other one is Trumpet of Sparkles, which does a crap ton of radiant damage with a saving throw. And evil creatures have disadvantage on the saving throw. Good creatures in the cone take no damage. So she actually has...
What was the first one?
Trumpet of Blasting. Thunder damage, which also damages objects.
I say, no, Lulu, that's okay. You keep your trumpet away for now.
Okay,
we'll let you know if we need it.
Just know that I have it. She says she does not like to use it because it's incredibly powerful, and she doesn't want to hurt anyone, but she lets you know that she's got these in her back pocket. Also, she tells you not to worry too much about her, because although she doesn't know of any magical spells, like as far as she knows, she can't cast any magical spells. But she does have an aura of invulnerability, which is an invisible aura forming a 10-foot radius sphere around her. Any spell, 5th level or lower, cast from outside the barrier, cannot affect creatures or objects within it, even if the spell.
Oh, so that fireball didn't. So that fireball didn't hurt any of them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been nice to know.
Or if you guys had been standing right next to her, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, so Lulu, you're my new friend. You
Yeah,
can
she-
just come and hang out on my shoulders. We're gonna be best friends.
So just to be clear about Lulu, not only is she integral to the story, she has devastating attacks that only damage bad guys, and if you're standing right next to her, you're protected from all spells.
Yep. So everyone crowd around Lulu from here
Oh,
on out.
yes,
Especially,
yes.
you know what? You go with Scree. You
She's
go with
right now.
Scree for right now. You just
Okay.
Lulu. You hang out right behind Scree.
Gotcha.
Just all the time.
Sure. Gotcha right here.
All right. And yeah. So are we in initiative or what are we doing there?
We're in initiative, and NPCs. We're gonna call them done. So now we're to Zoe. 2 doors.
All right. I say. Well, guys, we don't have much more time to waste. It's time to just keep charging through. Scree, stay in the back and let Lulu protect you. But everyone else, let's just keep moving. Don't have much to lose, and still got daylight burning. So.
Okay, then I want to go in through this door.
Before we continue, just real quick, I don't think I've seen Zach cast a spell other than Eldritch Blast. Can you list off all of the spells that you know? Because I don't have any idea what you with your regular spells.
I have Frostbite as a cantrip, Prestidigitation as a cantrip, Shatter, and Armor of Agathis.
Okay. What are your other 4 spells? You're a 5th level warlock, so you know 6 spells other than cantrips, plus 3 invocation.
I'm a what level?
You're a 5th level warlock, so you have 6 spells known, plus your cantrips, and then you also have 3 invocations. One of them, I think, gives you the bonus Eldritch Blast. But what are your other 4 spells of various levels?
I think you already know just as well as I am aware that I probably not finished picking my spells.
Okay, so we'll continue on, but Zach absolutely needs to pick spells since we're 10 games in, and he only knows 2 first-level spells.
I apparently never noticed that I didn't finish filling it out, and I think you know damn good and well that already.
Well, I'm glad that I asked, because now we can work on that before the next game.
So, and you know what? If you guys,
game.
if I hadn't stopped...
Yeah, it'd be nice to have in this game.
If I hadn't stopped asking every game, what spells do I have, maybe somebody would have noticed by now.
Well, actually, that's really great versatility, because that means that in between turns, you can figure out real quick if you need a spell. If you want to. Or you can work on it for next one, but if I were you, I'd be scrolling the spell list real quick and see if you can sneak a couple in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would start working on that, but it's your turn. You can go ahead and take your turn, but I would do your best to get those this game if you can before the next combat.
Okay, then I want to open up this door.
Oh, okay.
Damien, we'll step aside.
Okay, the west door. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Sorry, 1 sec. Let me do my reveal. You open the door, and 1,000 devils. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, good. That casts that spell that like makes the whole area darkness and grasping hands. Perfect.
All right. Here we go. It is a bedroom, and
yay!
In a moment, I'll give you a description, but I'm trying to. Oh my god, I've got too many hidden things.
Oh god.
Oh, I was about to say I'd like to walk into the room now, but you know what? I'm good hanging out by the door.
Hold on, I'm trying to move all these invisible creatures out of the way.
I do want to go ahead and step through the door though, so I can actually see what's going on.
Sure, go ahead. You can move up to your movement, and this is what you see. Oh yeah, let me give you. Let me see. What is that? Great. Oh, sweet. Okay, I got some text. So, 1 second. I think I'm going to do a voice. I think you can hear me, but if you have trouble, let me know.
Wrought iron candlesticks topped with flickering candles light this room, which is heated by a cast iron stove with clawed feet Across from the crackling stove is a modest desk with a matching chair. Other furnishings include a small table and chair for dining, a bed, an iron chest resting at the foot of the bed, and 2 tapestries, one showing spirits rising as lemure devils from the river Styx, and another depicting a dead man dangling like a marionette from hooked chains.
The one to the south is the first one, and the one that's the devils coming out of the sticks, and the one to the north is the dead man hanging. Bed, desk.
Did you reveal the rest of the room?
Oh yeah, he's in. Sorry. Let me reveal the rest of the room. Pink. There you go. All right, so there's a bed, tapestry, chest, and a desk.
If I still can, I would like to go ahead and go inspect and look at the desk.
Sure. I don't know what your movement is, but I think you've got enough to move in there and inspect the desk. When you look at the desk, there are no drawers, and I think it has some candles on it, but where's it say? Where's the desk? A modest desk and a matching chair. And there's no drawers, and there's no papers or anything on it.
Okay, so you said there was nothing?
Nothing on the desk. There's no drawers, and there's nothing on the desk. It just is a normal kind of a modest desk. To be clear, the furnishings in this room are not fancy. This is more modest. This room.
Okay.
Now, since there's nothing, you looked at it and there's nothing there, there's nothing to search through. So if you want, you could still use your inspect action if you wanted to do something else.
Was this a bookcase over here, you said?
No, the only thing so there's 2 tapestries, a bed, and a stove with clawed feet, and there's a chest, an iron chest resting at the foot of the bed. So a bed with a footlocker, 2 tapestries, and a stove.
You know what? I am going to let the rogue look at the footlocker. Cool. I guess I would like to maybe inspect the curtain.
Cool. The one to the south?
Yes.
All right. Describe how you're inspecting the curtain before I have you roll anything. Visually or physically?
Before I actually reach out for it, is there any sort of weird grime and magic ooze and stuff that is screaming, "Don't touch me"?
Make a perception check. I like to do perception is visual and investigation is physical. That's how I usually like to do it.
$13.
You do not notice. Actually, you especially do not notice any yellow mold growing around the edges of it. You got 13's not a bad roll, and you've dealt with yellow mold before, so you don't notice any danger. And particularly, you do not see any yellow mold, which you are kind of akin to when it comes to yellow mold on tapestries. You're proficient.
I still have those memories seared into my brain.
Never again will you get tapestry molded.
I walked up to the desk and I just dug in it, and the bookcase I just dug in it. I saw the tapestry, the curtain, and I'm like, let's take a look first. Okay, I want to go ahead and inspect the curtain, actually move it around, tug on it, look behind it, try and all that good stuff.
Awesome. You start to move the curtain, and you don't even need to make a roll. There's a darkened, hidden passage behind it.
Ooh. Wicked. Hey guys, there's a hidden passage behind this not yellow moldy curtain.
I say, wait, Lulu. Go with Zoe.
Wait, who? Oh, Lulu.
Lulu. Yeah.
But it's
'Cause
not
he's
her,
going to
it's
this-
not her turn though.
He's going to this room, like looking around, inspecting stuff, and I'm like, wait.
You know what? Since even though we're in initiative, I'm just gonna say that you could have Lulu go with you if you want. So she is next to Zoe.
Okay. So I mean, but I've already done everything that I can, right?
You've probably used up your movement speed, I would think. We could go to the next person.
I have moved. Yeah, I've used my movement speed up entirely.
So Lulu is with you, but now we're gonna go to Damien.
Where's the chest?
Foot of the bed. Right.
Damien will go up and carefully inspect the chest without touching it at first.
Okay, perception check.
Crit.
Looks totally fine. In fact, you notice there does not appear to be a lock on this chest.
He pops. She pops it up. He. Are we all
She.
guys?
Damien is female.
Damien's
Zoe's
the
a girl.
With the name Damien?
Yes.
All right.
Don't
She
Zoe's a
open
girl.
her gender.
She pops the chest open and looks inside.
All right. It's actually like totally empty except for an amulet on it. It's a silver pendant shaped like a right-handed gauntlet on the end of a silver chain, and you can make a religion check to see if you recognize it.
5.
You do not.
She takes the necklace and goes, "This looks like expensive," and pockets it and slides it in her pocket and says, "An empty chest. Strange." She looks around for any hidden latches or anything inside the chest.
Make an investigation check.
15.
You do not notice anything. No false bottoms, no latches.
All right. She says, "Hey guys, this chest is empty." They probably took everything out of it before they left. And Raxor goes, "Oh, really? That's curious." That's it.
That's what happens when you have one player playing two characters. Okay, Scree, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the room. And what is like left to be investigated and stuff? Because I know there's stuff left, but I forgot exactly what.
Sure, there's a tapestry to the north that no one has inspected, and Zoe found a secret passage behind a tapestry to the south.
Oh dang. Okay, I want to go look at the tapestry on the north.
Okay. Do you want to visually or physically inspect?
I'm not gonna touch it just in case.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay. Nat 20.
All right. Sorry, what were you inspecting again? Oh, the top tapestry.
The tapestry to the north.
Move your character next to the tapestry, and you do not notice anything. You do not see, from what you can see looking around. In fact, from this angle, you don't see anything behind the tapestry. You don't see anything growing on the tapestry. It looks completely uninteresting. Oh, the tapestry is right here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is there nothing behind it either? Like the southern one?
Do you physically move it to the side and look?
Yes.
Okay. Doing so, you find nothing but wall behind it. You can make an investigation check if you want to thoroughly look at everything.
Okay.
I don't mind doing two different checks this way. I think it's good because there's different levels of danger with each one. If you want to do a perception and then investigation on every single thing, I have no problem with that mechanic.
19.
Awesome. And you find absolutely nothing. So with a 20 perception and 19 investigation, you can be pretty confident that this is just a decoration.
Oh, dang. Okay. Is that all I get to do for now?
Yep. Now we're on to Rexlor.
Okay.
Raxlor will enter the room and say, did someone say secret passage?
Yes,
No one?
secret
No one?
passage.
Oh, where's the secret passage?
Below or behind this southern tapestry.
This one? He points. This one?
Kid, you pointing it? No, not that one. Here.
Oh. He walks around and peeks around the curtain.
Hurrah.
Okay.
It opens into a hallway, and it's pitch black, and it leads forward. And the air is kind of cool down here, and the walls are very rough and narrow. Kind of like a small, almost like an escape passage, not like a constructed tunnel.
You said it's pitch black. Can I see in it? Do I have dark? Wait, I don't even have dark vision.
Oh,
shit!
Yeah, furbolgs do not.
Ew.
Can't see nothing. Well, you're giant and strong, and you can just go invisible at will. So yeah, sorry, you don't have dark vision too.
I don't have dark vision too. I say, well, it's dark in there. Can anyone else see what's inside there? Because I can't. It looks like it might be like a way out, but I really can't tell without being able to see down there. Steps aside.
Rhea and Fallister are both humans, and they cannot see in. So we're gonna go ahead and skip past them and go back to Zoe.
Well, crap then. Sorry, I'm checking my character sheet. I can't remember what my vision is as a health elf. Evidently, I didn't write it down on my character sheet.
Rip.
You definitely have dark vision, but you need to know how far.
Well, I would like to go ahead and step in there, and I'll go look that up real fast.
Okay. It's 60 feet, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
60 feet. What's that? 12 squares. Okay. So, you look down the passage, and you see 60 feet down the passage. It abruptly ends, and it looks like a ladder heading straight up.
Hey guys, it's just a straight passage all the way down here and a ladder that goes up.
Oh.
He says, well, we have a couple of options here. On the one hand, we're very beaten and battered, and it would be really nice to go back to the city and take a break before we come back down. But on the other hand, all the monsters in here are alerted to us, and I don't want them to take the tuning fork somewhere else, and we lose it, and we have to pursue them, or they, bolster reinforcements. So, what do you guys think? Do you want to, continue exploring, or do you want to take this escape route and try to get back to the city and sneak back down? But I think we should just keep going.
Because, yeah, if we leave and rest and come back, they're going to refortify the crap out of everything. Yeah. I think it would be better to hit them now while we're stressed and strained, but we're still moving. Chugga.
Yeah. We've still got some strength left in us. I think we're almost there. We've got one more room up here to explore. I think that's going to be her bedroom. And then we've got a little area down here, and then the rest of the sewers. My spidey senses are tingling. I feel like there's some creatures behind us, like a rat or a moon elf. I feel like something's following us, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what's back that way.
Spidey senses tingling.
my I see on the map sense is tingling.
Oh, fine. You're gonna make me hide everything one step at a time.
I mean, if you're gonna bring up creatures on
Be
the
right
map.
back real quick.
It's not. A little meta is not terrible.
I say, well, let's go ahead and explore this other room then. Zoe, if you want to lead the way since you're currently in initiative order, you can go forward and position yourself in that other room. With no, not the other way. This room. And wait for Damien to come. I think she already checked that door. Did I check both doors or just one? Do you remember, Nick?
Yeah, you checked both and they're clear.
Okay, so I say go back in there and wait for the rest of the party. We don't want to be split up when we get into the door, but we'll be right behind you.
All right, I'm waiting, everybody, till we can all be ready to kick in this door and go charging in without any regard for life or limb. Unless it's a curtain, then I am stopping.
Stay by Lulu because I am weak and scared. Also, be right back real quick. I have to go to the bathroom.
Suddenly Lulu
Yeah,
is
she's
so
after.
Popular. Oh yeah, Damien is next.
Damien will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I love how
she'll be standing right next to
Lulu
me.
has gotten. Now everyone wants to stand next to her. Oh yeah, sorry.
She's gonna end the turn there and wait for the rest of the party to catch up and get out of that room.
Cool. Okay. Now we're on to Scree. Oh, she's AFK. I'm gonna do. You guys want to do like a 5-minute break?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put on intermission and call it 5 minutes.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, if I'm more out of it than normal. I quit smoking a week ago, and I'm still going through withdrawals. And also, I've been falling asleep at like 9 p.m. and getting up at like 4 in the morning for some stupid reason. So I'm like tired and out of it. And nobody was there to hear me. Easter egg, Nick. Unless you paused it. Sorry, if you're more out of it than normal, we didn't tell. We couldn't tell. Ha ha ha. Yep. Hey, are you actually still recording? Or did you pause it?
Okay, and audio, and then I'm gonna put on Avernus. It took the stupid map off. That's okay. Okay, and we're back from intermission, guys. Give me just a second to reposition the map. This whole table plop thing is like, it works okay, but you just have to do all these clicks. Okay, and we are going to be on Scree's turn. So, Scree, go ahead and gather your thoughts of how you're going to proceed. Position yourself, and let me know when you're ready.
I'd like to stay behind Rhea. And I ask Lulu, can you stay next to me? Or behind me?
She says, sure, I can do that, but she's gonna have to wait until her turn. So on her turn, she will move up close to you.
Yeah, on Lulu's turn, we need her to stand here.
Just for the stream.
I say, yeah, Lulu, you should.
Sorry,
you should go towards the rest.
I'm going to turn my camera off now. I'm done for with me being on camera for the night. So goodbye, everyone. The stream is going to continue, but you'll not be looking at me. So there we go. Okay, my camera's off. Sorry about that. Proceed.
I tell Lulu, I say, yeah, Lulu, it's probably a good idea for you to stay close to as many people as possible. So, Scree, make sure you stay within range of Lulu. But Lulu, if you want to try and move like centrally, just try and keep close to everyone as best you can.
Lulu asks, by the way, Lulu can only speak telepathically to one person at a time for whatever that matters. I'm kind of just using it as a conversation, but technically that's how the mechanics work. Speaking of mechanics, would you like to take control of Lulu?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I can still role player. Actually, you can also kind of role player if you want. It's not like, that's kind of a normal thing. You can role play NPCs and stuff. Obviously, you don't know her secrets, but you can move her around, position her. You can even kind of say what you think she'd say if you want.
Yeah, tactical role play.
Yeah, but you can also kind of like talk to. You can't reveal any information, but you could just kind of. Yeah. I'll let you kind of move with her. You can even move her around on your initiative if you want, since you're controlling her.
Okay.
It's allowed. It's there's basically 3 different ways that you can use Lulu. One way is that the DM just controls her and follows around and she helps out. Another is that the party really likes her and someone wants to actually control her and role play her and have fun with her. And the third is the party hates her and thinks that she's annoying and avoids her as much as, or kills her off or whatever. Like, there's all these threads and people are like, oh, stupid Lulu. They're like, come on, we're doing an adventure to hell. Why does it got to be this, like, nice goody-goody golden elephant? And it's like, well, to, add a little bit of
That's the opposite.
lightness.
That's the opposite of hell. That's a good thing. That's like, when you're going to hell, you want something like that with you.
Yeah.
That you assume that I don't want to go to hell and I want to go to heaven. What the hell?
Well, yeah, it's like, if, like, hell is a dark place. Like, once you get there, like, even the devils that live there don't get what they want. Like, everything is hell, and hell is just the worst. So, Chris Perkins, wants to include light elements as well, so that it's not all dark and evil. And then if you really just want to be dark and evil, then fine, kill Lulu or whatever. Who cares? But by default,
you know what? I can't.
Yeah.
How dare y'all assume my alignment?
Yeah, there's literally times in the book where it's like, if none of the party tries to save someone, Lulu does, because she does not want to. Like, basically, they want to have suffering, but not encourage the party to allow the suffering. They're like, if the party's not going to save someone, Lulu's going to. They're like trying to encourage you to be good in the evil campaign, not be evil in the evil campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway,
so who's next?
You have control of Lulu, and Scree moved, and now it's Raxlor.
Okay. Raxlor will be the last one out, and he's going to stand here, and he asks his skeletons to bring up the rear, and they'll continue on in. Let's see. He's going to he's gonna ask the skeleton K to be behind him. K has the longbow. Skeleton Q to be in the back with the mace, and he's gonna ask skeleton W to stand there, and if there's any sign of danger that's trying to follow them, to immediately alert the party, whether that's by making noise or coming to get them or something. He sets them on alert. And he says, all right, so are you, Damien. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and open the door, and let's go into the next room.
All right, I'm going to go ahead.
You guys can choose, by the way. I know that we're going in initiative order, but, I mean, you're all just positioning now. So if you want, you can all position all the characters exactly how you want. Tell me where you want Rhea and Fallister, and then you can decide who opens the door. And is it okay if we just proceed initiative from there until something happens?
Well, if there's someone opening the door, it would be assumed that person's going in. So proceed an initiative from the person who opens the door?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. So
Raxlor volunteers unless anyone else wants to. Just because he's kind of the tank, the beefy guy.
Thank you.
The meat tank. But he does ask Damien to be next to him and the casters to be as close as possible. What was the range on Lulu's invulnerability orb?
10 feet. I think it's basically adjacent squares, but let me get you the exact 10-foot radius. What?
So 10 feet in each direction. So okay, she's good right there, but she'll follow Raxlor in as he goes.
Okay, I want to make it like a diamond, so it's like 2 spaces northwest, southeast, and then 1 space each direction diagonally. Does that seem fair?
Yeah. Yep.
That's actually what I was picturing.
I know that you linked me that discussion about spheres on a grid in 5e. I don't want to do that right now, please. We're just gonna do that.
A diamond,
plenty of space.
A diamond's a good shape.
Yeah. All right. So Raxlor is the one beginning it. So go ahead and open the door, and I'm gonna do a reveal.
All right. He holds up his battle axe and creaks open the door, and he just kind of throws it open and is ready to enter the room.
As you fling open the door, there's a room. I have to move around. Sorry. Oh, I have to give you like a description. I should have this crap ready. 1 second. I have to like move the camera and then also like turn to the book and describe it. It's good. They can see there. Okay. All right. This is 1 sec. Cool, you did that. Okay. I don't have a cool text for this room, but I'll describe it. So this room contains, what can you see? Okay, immediately to your right, that's a vanity topped with a framed oval mirror, and you can see a bunch of vanity type stuff on it. You could inspect it to find, see what all's there. What's straight ahead of you?
I'll make it easier for you. Step in.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm just gonna reveal the whole room and then describe what's in here. You do not see any active creatures. Just to go ahead and jump to that. Of course, you didn't with the suit of armor either, so you know.
Yeah, okay. Active creatures, keyword.
Yes. They're all mimics. Everything in this room is a mimic. The desk is a mimic. The curtains are mimics.
Oh my God. The actual mimic in the corner, not a mimic.
That's a plushie.
Dude, that would be a great room in a dungeon. There's like a fake mimic, and then you're like, okay. But then every other object in the room, and there's like 16 mimics.
And it's like a hookah room with beanbags, and everything's a mimic.
That would be hilarious.
Okay, so the stuff on the vanity. bottles of perfume, brushes, cosmetics, needles, spools of thread. There's also a folding wooden partition adorned with a bird of prey rendered in gold leaf. A tall black wardrobe. Oh, I almost said what was inside. What's the wardrobe? I'm not sure which one of these is wardrobe.
Probably that.
And a decorative gold rug laid out in front of 3 unlocked wooden chests. So directly north of you, those are 3 unlocked wooden... 3 wooden chests. Sorry. Yes. Got it. Okay. So, a black wardrobe, 3 unlocked chests, and a vanity.
Okay. He finishes walking into the room, and before he goes out of sight, he motions for the rest of the party to follow, and he will walk up to here and end his movement.
Okay. Once you guys all place in the room, I will put Rhea and Phallister in there somewhere.
Are we moving an initiative to place in the room, or are we...
Oh, that's right. Well, just everyone go ahead and place, right? I'm sure that no one's going to open the door, so... I'll just cycle back around to your turn, probably.
Okay.
One of your skeletons notices a tiny little rat that's just kind of like peeking around the corner, just doing rat stuff, not acting any particular suspicious. There's a rat.
What's he do? The skeleton. Does he alert me to that?
Can you remind me what you'd instructed him?
I told him to, if he sees anything that he thinks is a threat, to either make noise to alert us or to come get me if he needs to.
Okay. What weapon does he have again?
He's unarmed.
Okay. He starts like knocking on his rib cage, like kind of making like a rattly sound, like not frantically, but he's doing that he's getting your attention.
Raxlor hears the noise and shouts back to Rhea, who's in the previous room, says, "Hey, my skeleton's making noise. Can you see what might be triggering him?"
Sure. Yeah, let me go look. She walks out, and she looks around, and she makes a perception check. No, she doesn't, because he's, like, pointing at the rat. She goes, there's a rat scurrying around, but I don't see anything else.
Says, doesn't sound like a big deal, but probably just is it a big rat?
No, totally normal rat. Seems to be minding its own business.
It's probably fine. Well, can you reset the skeleton? Hit his reset button. I shout back to him.
She metaphorically.
However, I command, I say.
She metaphorically resets the skeleton, and he shifts back into position.
Say, ignore the rat, but continue scouting. Okay.
Cool. Oh yeah, we're doing turns. So let's say Zoe's turn. So there's 3 chests, a vanity, and a wardrobe.
Are those curtains?
Yes, because this was originally a room on the 2nd floor of a mansion, but now it's in the 3rd basement. So they're curtains that have nothing on the other side. They're tapestries.
Oh,
Imagine
okay.
they're tapestries of some nice fine fabric. Basically.
Oh, you keep saying this was originally a mansion, and I'm thinking like this mansion sunk into the ground or something, like the covered halls of Seattle or whatever. And then I'm realizing, no, this is literally in the book a mansion, but you reskinned it as a dungeon.
Yep. Well, okay, so it's the Van Thamper Villa. So here's what happens in the book. First, you go into the sewer system and you find the Cult of the Dead 3. Then you're trying to figure out who is like working with the cult. You figure out it's the Van Thamper family, and you go to their villa, and then that's it. So this, if you notice in some of this, like in the gallery here, it says V10. That's the Van Thamper's villa. But the room you came in says D17, and that's the Dungeon of the Dead 3. So you can, but most of them I actually edited out, but then I got sick of it and I just left them. And also notice like that other room you're in, the V35 is shifted to the left. So basically, I took pieces of 2 different dungeons and stitched them together to be one little area.
Okay.
35, which means that the dungeon this is originally from has 34 other locations.
That's about how many are in most dungeons.
Yeah, it's normal. There's also a lot of rooms don't tend to have anything, so I'm really just kind of like condensing stuff. But yeah, no, that's what I meant. This was originally this map itself that I copied is supposed to be 2nd floor.
Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking for some reason this was like a sunken mansion, but no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, Zoe.
Oh yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, Zoe. Sorry. So Zoe, there's the door, which is to the north. And then there's 3 chests, a vanity, and a wardrobe.
I would like to look through the wardrobe, please.
Okay. That's I'm gonna ping. That's the top right thing right there. That's the wardrobe. So that ziggy-zag in front of it is like a dressing panel. Okay, so what do you find in the wardrobe? You search through the wardrobe and find nothing but fine clothes and corsets.
Okay.
Where am I? What's in the chest?
I don't want to look in the chest. It scares me. I'm going to defer to somebody else.
It's not my turn. Damien looks in the chests. Actually, the fact that you haven't seen the page that says what's in the chest makes me afraid that one of them's trapped. So let me know once you've got that pulled up so I can do some investigating.
Well... Oh, God. Okay. Finally. Which one are you checking? 1, 2, or 3?
The middle one.
Middle one. It contains 3 old bridal gowns. Oh!
Creepy.
She was married 3
Oh,
times.
that's sad.
Because she was married.
But just think about it, Charlie. It's so sad.
And how much for the dress? Well, we're gonna buy the dress. Of course, we're buying the dress. 3 wedding dresses.
Stunning.
Yeah. If you watched every episode 3 times, like we have, then you'd get the joke.
I mean, I got it. I just don't understand the reference.
They're
she
not
opens
worth
the second
anything.
chest.
Cool.
Sorry, the third chest.
Seasonal hats.
First chest.
Shoes.
Who stores clothing in chests? She digs through. Is there anything of value or that stands out other than this garbage there?
Not in these 3 chests. So far
Okay.
you found a wardrobe and 3 chests with clothes in it, all fancy clothes that possibly a duke would wear, and 3 wedding dresses. So seems like this is the powder room of the duke.
Okay. Anything of value on the boutique or whatever it's called? Vanity.
Ah, yes, that's the money shot. Okay, so you inspect the vanity. The bottles of perfume that are sitting on the vanity, there are 6 of them, and they are fancy perfume worth 20 gold each. I'm still doing the thing where I just tell you the values. Once you get to Avernus, gold doesn't have the same meaning, so I'm not too worried about it. You also notice a silver hairbrush inlaid with lapis lazuli, worth 100 gold. It's also possible...
Oh, I already have one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't I put that in there because it's treasure in the book, but you got it 6 sessions ago. So you find a second one.
I'm not duplicating it. I already have it. Whatever. Fine. You know what? I literally did both. I'm just writing ×2 next to each of them.
Okay. Also do ×2 for the pearl necklace and the platinum cameo.
Oh damn. Okay.
This is where that all comes from. I just put it in another place in the dungeon. And
I don't have the platinum cameo.
I think Lily.
I think that's Zach's his necklace.
Maybe.
No, what I have is a cameo of the winged cat.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. So 2 of those.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody else can have the other.
Yeah. I mean, it's gold. You guys need a reward. Oh, But here's something that's really useful to have duplicates of: 2 potions of healing.
Yep, Raxlor takes those.
Awesome.
Or sorry, no, Damien takes those. Damien's the one inspecting them. But I don't have her sheet, so I'll write them on Raxlor's sheet.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That way we don't, because I'm using paper for the girls, so that way we don't lose it. But you can give them to. I mean, I don't know if you want to pass around items.
We'll pass them out.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Now you've got a door.
All right. I mean, Damien passes that she's done some stuff. It'll be Scree's turn next.
Okay, I'm not keeping up too much with what you guys are exactly getting and like looking around in the room. Did you leave
Nope, they've looked at
is
everything.
there like any...
No, they've inspected everything, took all the treasure. The only important thing is you got some healing potions. But this is basically the dressing room of the Duke. So you've been through her study, and you've been through her dressing room, and there's one fancy door left.
Boy. Anyways, hey, can I have a few of those healing potions, please? I'm desperate.
I say, didn't you already have one? Fine, you can have one more. I give Scree, the newest party member, our second healing potion that we've ever used. Can you try to take a little less damage next time? Thanks.
Yeah, mitigate your aggro.
Yeah.
Okay, Scree's gonna drink the healing potion, and I'm gonna roll it out.
Awesome.
So I healed 7 points of damage, so... I'm just gonna update that real quick.
What's your total HP now? Do you know Cure Wounds?
I'm pretty sure I do not. Let me check.
I think you took a healing spell. It might be Healing Word. Pretty sure Rangers get healing spells.
No, apparently I don't. According to my sheet, I only have Berry.
Oh,
which
good
isn't...
berry. That's what you took. That's basically your healing spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are we on Scree? Are we on her turn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she just okay, so I'm gonna go to Scree, and but of course, if you guys wanted to have, you could have anyone open the door. You know, if you want, we could just roll the initiative around.
Well, if we come back to Raxlor, everyone else has already explored, and he's gonna be the one opening the door anyway.
Okay, so Scree, would you like to do anything before Raxlor opens the door?
Nope, there's nothing I can really do right now, so I'm gonna let him open the door.
Okay. All right. So now it is Raxlor's turn. You have not investigated this door yet, or perception.
He will. Is it? You said it's a fancy door. Or does it look different than the other doors have been?
It looks slightly fancier. Like, yes, definitely fancier.
All right. He looks at the door to see if he can notice anything out of place.
Okay.
Or odd, or
make a perception check. I'll let you choose. You can do I think you're better at perception anyway. So.
Yeah. 19.
Okay. You don't notice anything particular, except that with all the engravings and stuff on the door, you're able to tell, because it's all like fancy scrolling and stuff like that. Not only do you see the symbol of the Van Thamper family, which you know because earlier you saw it on the ring, but you see the name Thalamra written out in fancy letters. Oh, by
it's
the
like
way,
your Hollywood dressing room door.
Yes, and I was gonna say in Infernal, but then I'm like, oh, I don't know if you speak Infernal. Who can read? Who knows the language Infernal?
Me.
You do. Zoe has to. And Damien does. Raxlor, do you?
No.
Does anybody want to take a guess? What I'm about to say next?
You don't know.
You
don't
I apparently never filled out my languages either.
No, this is good because we're doing Jake's game next week, so you have 2 weeks to pick out your spells and write down languages and stuff.
So right now it's like they're like, Zoe, what do you see?
You didn't write down your common proficiency, so suddenly you just can't talk. You just start babbling.
It's like McGee. I don't know those words yet.
Okay. Yes. So.
Where's the Infernal?
It's not. It's common. It's just written Thalamra in fancy carving. Like, this is her bedroom. You know this is her bedroom.
I open the door.
Ah, awesome. What time is it? 11 o'clock? Perfect time to end the game. But before we do, let's go ahead and reveal the room. So you open the door. Wait, do I get a... God, this is so stupid. There's not a text for this. Let me read if there's anything for me to describe before I show it to you. Okay. Yes, I'm about to reveal the room. So you see a canopy bed with a gossamer shroud, a freestanding wooden privacy screen, a cast iron bathtub with clawed feet, a fireplace, a padlocked iron chest, which you can't see it from here, but it's like a big, like, interesting looking padlock. Yes. And also you see everything else I'm about to reveal. Dink. Oh, wait, no. Dink. And I'm going to scroll up the camera. And that's what you guys see. In fact,
that's her.
1 second. I'm going to pop them up on the screen. You guys won't be able to see them. So, you see... you see a tall, solidly built older woman in a gray dress, fancy nobles sort of dress. You see a black-garbed younger man with black hair who looks pretty, like, roguish. And you see a skinny, probably like late 40s, early 50s, but he looks way older than he should. Pale skin, scraggly, thin hair. So 3 humans, a woman, and 2 younger men. You also see a
Spine Devil.
A thuggish looking dude. Make this smaller. Very, very thuggish. Thuggish brute. Oh gosh, what else? And you see a horrible, spiny, devilish looking creature covered in spines with wings. And none of them react when you open the door. They're just kind of patiently standing there. The creepy looking guy, the old scraggly guy, like, is rubbing his hands like he's got OCD, and he looks very autistic and twitchy. Nothing against people with autism. That's just a description. I think half the people on this call are probably Asperger's at some point, just to be clear for the stream.
Thank you for your apology. I really appreciate it on a personal level.
Possibly 100% of the call right now.
I don't know how to appropriately respond to that comment.
Okay, continuing. So you've got the you've got the Asperger's guy. Then the dark-haired rogue guy is like smirking and like picking his teeth with a toothpick, and he's just like, he has a very Don Jr. vibe. I just really imagine this guy is just straight up Don Jr. By the way, those pictures of their tokens, I put them up in full size on the stream, so if you watch it later, you'll see that. I'll send them later to the channel or something so you can see it too.
I'm zooming in.
And the woman is who speaks first, and she has
unshaven, hunched posture, hood on cloak.
Oh, is that what it says? Yeah. I think those
sunken eyes.
I think that's actually concept art from the back of the book. Like, it's not where the character stat is. It's like extra art or something, but looks cool. Yeah, sunken eyes. Okay. And she speaks first, and she looks at you, and she chuckles, and she says, well, don't you think you're special walking into the bedroom of the new Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate? Since you're intruding into my bedroom, would you like to introduce yourself and tell me why you're here before I walk you off to our prison cells? And let's end right there. Oh yeah, you want to say something?
Oh my God, you're droning on and on. Walk me off to the prison cells already.
I say sorry. I'm looking for the bathroom, and I shut the door.
Prison cell is definitely an improvement.
Okay, we're sticking with that, right? Like, that's canon.
I'm sticking with that.
Me too.
That's awesome. I actually really like ending that way. And the last thing that happens is you hear Rhea, who is unaware that you opened the door, call and say, hey guys, we've got company over here, as a moon elf steps into Rhea's view.
Uh-oh.
Well, I can only hope that a moon elf is a good thing, and she's gonna somehow help us.
Clearly.
Moon elves, you know.
Okay, elf is good.
Yes.
Moon is good.
Yeah.
So
put them together, moon elf.
Maybe she's here hunting devils too, and she's gonna come in and be like, "Oh, I'm here to help you guys." And I'm like, "Yeah, good. We found the bad guy. Come help us."
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yep.
So, okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks, everyone, for playing. Sorry there wasn't a ton of battle this time, although I'm not really apologizing for that. You guys had a nice battle that was not long, but it was scary as hell, because you start fighting it, and you're like, wait, it's immune to everything, and then it starts racking up the damage. It just eats Scree's hit points. Like, just freaking eats them. And now it's like, okay, now we kind of know what we're dealing with. And now looking into the room, you see, now you haven't even explored down the other path, so who knows what's down there. But at this point, you see what appears to be the entire remaining Van Damper family, plus some guards. So the next session will begin with this interaction. So, and next week, we will be playing Curse of Strahd, where I'm playing Begin, not this game. So we'll have...
Cliffhanger.
Yes, cliffhanger, and we've got... That's actually a really, really good cliffhanger. And you guys did a great job exploring. So I don't really feel like I don't feel bad that we've got to do another session here. Because now you're here. Here's the Duke. And you just close the door in her face, which is awesome. And now we all get to think about what our next steps are going to be for the next 2 weeks. And in the meantime, I'm going to start looking at my character Begin and look at what spells I want him to get at level 3, as if he's going to survive Death House.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you, but I got to bail. Good night, y'all.
All right, thanks. Good night. Talk to you later. And I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. So I'll stay on the call for just a second. But thanks, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you next time on Inferior Roleplay.